के उद्घाटन कार्यक्रम का शुभारंभ किया जाएगा। आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि कृपया अपने अपने स्थान ग्रहण कर लें और अपने मोबाइल फ़ोन्स साइलेंस मोड पर रखें। धन्यवाद।
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Northeast Research Conclave 2022 will commence shortly. I request all of you to take your seats and put your mobile phones in the switch off mode or in silent mode. Thank you.
Who will felicitate? Shri Karma.
You can tell IPM because he'll be around now, so he can do both. No?
I don't know if he's there.
Dean
Say
IPM.
See him? Can you see him?
He's not around. Where have you given the name?
Then Darun.
You can ask Assam.
No, one more.
Anas. Yes, sir.
বুঝে গেছি, এইটার জন্য কার্সারটা প্রবলেম হয়ে যায়, পেনটা হাতে থাকতে হয়। আমরা লাস্ট লাইনে চলে গেছি। এখানে মানে যদি কার্সারটা আমি এরকম দূরে রেখে দিচ্ছি তখন অ্যাক্টিভিটি হচ্ছে না। তুমি কি করলে এসে জাস্ট করলে, তাই তো? না, এইটাও ঠিক আছে। এখানে এখানে হলে ঠিক আছে।
Pitha, an Assamese delicacy. It is prepared across the state of Assam, especially on the occasion of Magh Bihu, the rice harvesting season of Assam. Pitha is an integral part of the culture of Assam. It is made of special bora rice, a special glutinous rice of Assam, desiccated coconut or sesame, and jaggery or sugar. There are 18,650 women's self-help groups in Kamrup, out of which 2,000 are involved in very small-scale pitha making. Across these self-help groups, pithas tasted extremely different. Some pithas were dry, some were flat, some had a lot of stuffing, while some had little. It is the endeavor of Kamrup District Administration and ASRLM to standardize pitha and bring uniformity in the taste, quality and appearance of the pithas made across the district of Kamrup. It empowered the women of Kamrup. Indian Institute of Technology Guwahati, since its inception, has steadily grown to be the pitha, an Assamese delicacy. It is prepared across the state of Assam, especially on the occasion of Magh Bihu, the rice harvesting season of Assam. Pitha is an integral part of the culture of Assam. It is made of special bora rice, a special glutinous rice of Assam, desiccated coconut or sesame, and jaggery or sugar. There are 18,650 women's self-help groups in Kamrup, out of which 2,000 are involved in very small-scale pitha making. Across these self-help groups, pithas tasted extremely different. Some pithas were dry, some were flat, some had a lot of stuffing, while some had little. It is the endeavor of Kamrup District Administration and ASRLM to standardize pitha and bring uniformity in the taste, quality and appearance of the pithas made across the district of Kamrup. It empowered the women of Kamrup to enter into the pitha catering business by enabling the preparation of uniform quality of pithas in a large scale. Today, we are witnessing a pitha competition, which is a part of the process of standardizing pitha after multiple rounds of demonstrations.
আমার পিঠা খাই চাওকচোন বহুত সোৱাদ হৈছে গুৱাহাটী আইআইটিৰ পৰা আমি 12,000 পিঠা অৰ্ডাৰ পাইছোঁ
আমি তাৰ কাৰণে প্ৰস্তুতি চলাই আছো
আমাৰ বহুত সপোন আছিল আমি এই পিঠা গোটেই অসমখনকে খুৱাব
গোটেই অসমকে কিয় গোটেই ভাৰতবৰ্ষকে খুৱাম
Now, IIT Guwahati has committed to work on increasing the shelf life, packaging and branding of pitha. Together, we dream of pitha, an Assamese delicacy. It is prepared across the state of Assam, especially on the occasion of Magh Bihu, the rice harvesting season of Assam. Pitha is an integral part of the culture of Assam. It is made of special bora rice. Indian Institute of Technology Guwahati, since its inception, has steadily grown to be the ambassador of research and development in northeastern India. The institute has played a key role in providing leadership in translational research and has helped the Northeast to claim a prominent position in the global platform. As India marks 75 years of independence and celebrates Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, Indian Institute of Technology Guwahati proposes to organize the Northeastern Research Conclave. Under the exemplary vision of the Honorable Minister of Education, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan, the Northeast Research Conclave is one of its kind and the biggest conclave that has ever been organized in the Northeast in the field of research and development.
It gives me great pleasure to inform you that under the chief patronship of Honorable Minister of Education, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Sri Dharmendra Pradhan Ji, and co-chief patron, the Chief Minister of our Government of Assam, Sri Himanta Biswa Sharma Ji. Under their guidance, Northeast Research Conclave 2022 is being organized at Indian Institute of Technology Guwahati during 20th to 22nd of May 2022.
IIT Guwahati conducted the roadshow across Northeast India to increase awareness among the various institutes in the region. The mission of this conclave is to showcase the best research and development activities from all the educational and research institutes across the states of Northeast India.
It is pleasure for all of us that IIT Guwahati is organizing Northeast Research Conclave.
People who are about to decide in which
Organizing the event to boost the research and development activities in Northeast India, which is pivotal for its growth in the future. Indian Institute of Technology Guwahati, since its inception, has steadily grown to be the ambassador of research and development in Northeastern India. The institute has played a key role in providing leadership in translational research and has helped the Northeast to claim a prominent position in the global platform. As India marks 75 years of independence and celebrates Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, Indian Institute of Technology Guwahati proposes to organize the Northeastern Research Conclave. Under the exemplary vision of the Honorable Minister of Education, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan, the Northeast Research the biggest conclave that has ever been organized in the Northeast in the field of research and development.
It gives me great pleasure to inform you that under the chief patronship of Honorable Minister of Education, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Sri Dharmendra Pradhanji, and co-chief patron, the Chief Minister of our Government of Assam, Sri Himanta Biswa Sharma ji, under their guidance, Northeast Research Conclave 2022 is being organized at Indian Institute of Technology, Guwahati during 20th to 22nd of May 2022.
IIT Guwahati conducted a roadshow across Northeast India to increase awareness among the various institutes in the region. The mission of this conclave is to showcase the best research and development activities from all the educational and research institutes across the states of Northeast India.
It is pleasure for all of us that IIT Guwahati is organizing Northeast Research Conclave.
NERC 20.
বন্ধই হয়ে গেছে। এখানে এইখানে দেখো এটা হচ্ছে না তারা তো একদমই করো না ওইগুলো আবার চার্জিংয়ের জন্য
Good morning. The Northeast Research Conclave 2022 inauguration ceremony will commence shortly. I request everyone to take your seats. Please switch off your mobile phones or keep them in silent mode. Thank you. नमस्कार, सुप्रभात। कुछ ही देर में नॉर्थ ईस्ट रिसर्च कॉन्क्लेव 2022 के उद्घाटन कार्यक्रम का शुभारंभ किया जाएगा। आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि कृपया अपने अपने स्थान ग्रहण कर लें और अपने मोबाइल फ़ोन्स साइलेंट मोड पर रखें। धन्यवाद।
Good morning, all. I invite all the dignitaries on the dais to IIT Guwahati and to this inaugural ceremony of Northeast Research Conclave 2022.
Shall I say the Hindi part?
Go ahead.
I will announce it.
Everyone is coming except him. He's still talking there.
Someone can go and
No, he's coming.
He's coming in introduction. I will invite.
Shall I speak or ask them to sit? No? Let them sit first, then I'll speak.
Keep announcing now.
Namaskar, Suprabhat. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. Northeast Research Conclave 2022 के उद्घाटन कार्यक्रम में आप सभी को हम हार्दिक स्वागत करते हैं।
Esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all. Esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all. On behalf of IIT Guwahati, I'm very pleased to welcome you all to the Northeast Research Conclave 2022. The Northeast Research Conclave 2022, NERC 2022, is being jointly organized by IIT Guwahati, Ministry of Education, Government of India, Science and Technology and Climate Change, Government of Assam. This three-day event is a platform to display academic and research achievements of the Northeast region and boost industry and academia collaboration. NERC 2022 will also witness the third edition of the Assam Biotech Conclave. As our nation prepares to celebrate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, marking 75 years of its independence, we believe that the Northeast Research Conclave 2022 befits the landmark occasion. We are privileged to have amidst us Shri Dharmendra Pradhan, Honorable Minister of Education and Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India, as our chief guest. We have also with us Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, as the guest of honor. We have on the dais Shri Sarbananda Sonowal, Honorable Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways and Ayush. Dr. Subhas Sarkar, Honorable Minister of State for Education, Government of India. Shri Rameshwar Theli, Honorable Minister of State, Petroleum and Natural Gas and Labor and Employment, Government of India. Dr. Ranoj Pegu, Honorable Minister of Education, Welfare of Plain Tribe and Backward Classes, Government of Assam. Shri Keshab Mahanta, Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Science and Technology, Information and Technology, Government of Assam. Shri Karma Lode Bhutia, Honorable Minister of Forest, Environment and Wildlife, Science and Technology and Mines and Geology, Government of Sikkim. We welcome our esteemed dignitaries to IIT Guwahati and to the inaugural ceremony of Northeast Research Conclave 2022.
मंच पर उपस्थित सभी गणमान्य अतिथियों को हम बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन करते हैं, स्वागत करते हैं।
I request Professor T.G. Sitaram, Director, IIT Guwahati, to felicitate our chief guest, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan, Honorable Minister of Education and Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India.
He's coming now. We have to tell her name. He's coming now.
I request Professor T.G. Sitaram, Director, IIT Guwahati, to felicitate the guest of honor, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, Honorable Chief Minister of Assam. I request Professor S.K. Kakoti, Deputy Director, IIT Guwahati, and Deans IIT Guwahati to felicitate the esteemed dignitaries on the dais. I request Deputy Director, Professor S.K. Kakoti, to felicitate Shri Sarbananda Sonowal. I request Professor P.K. Iyer to felicitate Dr. Subhas Sarkar. I request Professor Vimal Khatiyar to felicitate Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh. I request Professor Darun Kumar Singh to felicitate Shri Rameshwar Theli. I request Professor Punyamurthy to felicitate Dr. Ranoj Pegu. I request Professor Vimal Khatiyar to kindly felicitate Shri Keshab Mahanta. I request Professor P.K. Iyer to felicitate Shri Karma Lode Bhutia. I request all to stand for the Institute. seated.
शुभम कुरुत्वम कल्याणम आरोग्यम धन संपदा शत्रु बुद्धि विनाशाय दीप ज्योति नमोस्तुते। भारतीय परंपरा के अनुसार किसी भी शुभ कार्य का शुरुआत हम भगवान का नाम लेकर और पवित्र दीप प्रज्वलन से करते हैं। मैं माननीय मुख्य अतिथि महोदय, माननीय विशिष्ट अतिथि महोदय एवं मंच पर उपस्थित सभी गणमान्य अतिथियों से अनुरोध करती हूँ कि कृपया पवित्र दीप प्रज्वलित कर कार्यक्रम का शुभारंभ करने की कृपा करें।
ब्रह्मणस्पद शृण्वन्वोतिभिः सीतसाधनम्। ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः।
Indian Institute of Technology.
I now request Professor T.G. Sitaram, Director, IIT Guwahati, to deliver the welcome address.
Namaskar. Honorable Sri Dharmendra Pradhan Ji, Union Minister of Education, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India. Honorable Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma Ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Assam. Sri Sarbanand Sonowal Ji, Honorable Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways and Ayush, and also former Chief Minister of Assam. Sri Rameshwar Teli Ji, Minister of State, Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. Dr. Subhash Sarkar Ji, Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh Ji, both Minister of State, Minister of Education, Government of India. Dr. Ranoj Pegu Ji, Honorable Education Minister of Government of Assam. Sri Keshav Mahanta Ji, Honorable Minister of Health, Government of Assam. Karmalode Bhutia, Honorable Minister for Forest from Sikkim. Srimati Queen Oja, Madam, Honorable Member of Parliament from Guwahati. I think she will be arriving soon. Other senior ministers from northeastern states, Honorable Members of Legislative Assembly of Government of Assam, Honorable Ministers and representatives of various Chief Ministers from northeastern states, Vice Chancellors and Directors of all the institutes and universities of this region, heads of the industries, CEOs of startup companies, personnel from Army, including their band, which welcomed the guests today, Royal Society of Chemistry representatives, IIT Guwahati faculty, members, staff members, research scholars and students, friends from industry, and also friends from media and other delegates present today. On behalf of Indian Institute of Technology, Guwahati, it gives me an immense pleasure to welcome all of you to this Northeastern Research Conclave 2022 at IIT Guwahati. Northeastern Research Conclave 2022 aims to boost research ecosystem in the Northeastern region, along with skill development for youth, teachers, and researchers. It will be a very unique conference with a difference, promoting startups, MSMEs, and nurturing entrepreneurship. We feel that this is going to be a magic carpet conference. Why I call magic carpet? In a fantasy fiction, a magic carpet takes quickly or instantaneously carry its users to their destination. We hope this Northeastern Research Conclave 2022 will also be a magic carpet event to take the R&D ecosystem to the next level in the Northeast India. The research brings in change through the generation of profound or disruptive knowledge, and with the consumption of that knowledge for socio-economic good, which will bring the change in the region with a focus of innovation and startups. On behalf of the entire IITG community, it is my privilege to welcome once again all the dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, and the research scientists, scholars, delegates to the Northeastern Research Conclave 2022. Friends, this is organized by Indian Institute of Technology under the advice of Honorable Union Minister Sri Dharmendra Pradhanji. This is to ensure a successful implementation of the National Education Policy 2020 and the promotion of research and development, innovation and startup culture. This Northeast Research Conclave 2022 is starting today and will be for the next 3 days. The theme of the conclave is sustainable science and technology. Concurrently, we are also hosting Assam Biotech Conclave 2022 on tomorrow and day after tomorrow. I am thankful that Science, Technology and Climate Change Department and Department of Education, Government of Assam, have joined hands in organizing these mega events with IIT Guwahati. IIT Guwahati is committed to uplift the standard of teaching and research in the Northeastern India. Again, this is a dream of our Honorable Chief Minister of Assam. We are having several MOUs with the educational institutes of the Northeast India. I am sure that this Northeast Research Conclave and Assam Biotech Conclave 2022 will provide a forum for networking among various educational institutes, industry and research organizations. We have 5,000 plus participants, sir, today from 150 institutions along with 100 plus industry startups. There will be a close to 500 oral presentations of the papers, 500 poster presentations with 300 plus stalls in the exhibition and the pavilions showcasing research and innovation in the northeast part of India. Nature Journal is bringing out all the papers presented in the conference, that is 1,000 papers, as the post-conference proceedings in 16 tracks, which are Scopus indexed. We have representation from all the 8 eastern states, including Sikkim, in this audience, and majority, I should say, is from state of Assam. There will be research and innovation exhibition by Northeast researchers and industries, along with industry startup showcase related to Northeastern region. This is organized in our cricket stadium. Because of rains, we have created a German hangar under which 300 plus industries are going to showcase their products, including our own students and faculty, and also the faculty and students of other Northeastern institutes. We have invited them. This will sensitize research ethos among school children also to pave the future R&D roadmap of the Northeastern region through a global experimentation which has been organized jointly with the Royal Society of Chemistry and IIT Guwahati. Sir, I would like to tell you more than 2,000 students from different government schools in and around Guwahati have been invited, along with 500 teachers, where they will be doing live experiments which were developed by the Royal Society of Chemistry. On day 2, sir, Women's Research and Entrepreneurial Summit with award distribution has also been planned. Further, the school teachers training session to sensitize innovation culture in schools has also been organized. In addition, showcasing culture and heritage of northeastern states, and in particular the state of Assam, through cultural program is also being done at this event. The entire event has been planned and managed by faculty, staff and students of IIT Guwahati without involving any event management company or any group. This is a great achievement of the IIT Guwahati faculty and students. I welcome all of you for enthusiastically join the Northeast Research Conclave. Despite many adversities like COVID-19 scenario, heavy rains, floods and landslides which rocked this region in the last 2 weeks. Further to National Education Policy 2020 Conclave in Guwahati, Honorable Union Minister Sri Dharmendra Pradhan ji advised IIT Guwahati to organize this NERC 2022 at IIT Guwahati, focusing on research, development and entrepreneurship with large participation from the Northeastern institutes, industry, university, colleges, schools, entrepreneurs, MSME. So we should thank Sri Dharmendra Pradhan ji for his advice. So please give him a big applause, please. I am now sure this will help in creating a strong research ecosystem, not just in this region, but also help in networking with industries, startups and entrepreneurs from across the country. This event will spur the activities in the Northeast India towards research and development and promoting innovation. During NERC 2022, the exhibition stalls are lively, productive and showcase the culture of startups and entrepreneurship in the northeast part of India. The northeastern region comprising the 7 sister states along with his only brother Sikkim. We have a representation from Sikkim also on the dais, which is one of the most decorated jewels in the crown of the nation. Apart from being one of the most strategically important regions of the country for its Act East policy, the region hosts the reservoir of extensive natural resources coupled with its exotic beauty. It presents itself as one of the uncharted horizons full of enchanting opportunities and sturdy potential, but simultaneously offers a plethora of unique unexploited challenges. There will be a plenary and motivational R&D talks by acclaimed researchers and industrialists at this event. This platform is also a great opportunity where I would like to congratulate the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Sri Himanta Biswa Sharma ji, for completing one successful year in office with very futuristic reforms, major infrastructure development push, support to educational and medical infrastructure in the state of Assam, push for teachers training, disaster management, water resources management. Sir, congratulations, sir. So give him a big applause, please. I will also would like to tell you there is a greater collaboration with IIT Guwahati and Government of Assam on many fronts. And first one of them is to start a new Department of Sustainable Mining and Inland Water Transport Center for Excellence. Training of teachers, training of officers of survey and settlement also have been taken up. We have also started rigorous collaboration with National Highways and North Frontier Railways for augmenting the connectivity in the Northeast. Research and development is one of the foundational pillars for holistic growth of the country, especially for a fast developing nation like India. Innovative research focuses on creating new ideas, analyzing problems, diagnosing them and identifying their causes is very, very important step. Delegates, you agree with me that the Indian research landscape is quite complex. Among the around 100 institutions of national importance, 45 central universities and some state universities, there are already a good number of academic institutions that can demonstrate world-class, sometimes leading research in the selected areas. These institutions have modern research infrastructure and employ well-qualified scientists with good quality university research institutions under different ministry. The government has been giving a growing impetus to research by supporting universities with corresponding funding programs. India has been ranked an assertive number 13 in the Nature Index for many years, ranking third only to China and the USA in the natural and engineering sciences. In the northeastern states are coming to the limelight for excellent laurels in innovation of field of science and technology, biodiversity, organic farming, renewable energy, nanotechnology, petrochemical refining, flora and food industry, tea sector, etc. Utilizing such an opportunity will help reap the benefit of innovation at grassroots level, encourage young entrepreneurs and startups to forge closer ties with industry and lead the country towards Atmanirbhar Bharat, a vision of our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji. With the government support, the R&D sector in India is all set to witness some robust growth in the coming years. With the visionary leadership of our Honorable Education Minister of Government of India and also the Chief Minister of Assam, has become the favorite destination. Northeast has become a favorite destination for educators and education in the country. IIT Guwahati is performing very well in various national ranking agencies. However, in the QS World Ranking 2022, where the institute has done exceedingly well in citation per faculty, ranking second in the country next to Indian Institute of Science and achieving 41st rank in the world. Which is truly remarkable, considering that the institute is just established 27 years ago. Yesterday, we have received the ranking for QS World Ranking 2023 results. In that, IIT Guwahati has jumped another 11 ranks to be 384 from the last year, and citation per faculty has again gone up from 41 rank to 37 rank in 2023. Friends, our faculty has published more than 2,000 publications in very highly reputed national and international journals, amounting to 4.5 papers per faculty per year. This is consecutively for the last 2 years. This is a clear indication of the high-end research being carried out at IIT Guwahati and immense contribution of the faculty members of the institute to bring glory to the region and the nation. This will further provide a conducive platform involving industry and startups to utilize the knowledge and know-how generated in-house to translate research into technologies in niche areas where foreign dependence presently is very high and can be drastically reduced immediately. Our faculty has filed more than 200 patents in the last 2 years. Majority of them in the last 2 years. More than 25 technology transfers have happened during the pandemic. More than 20 companies have been established their collaborations at IIT Guwahati Research Park. More than 15 startups were incubated at Technology Incubation Cell of IIT Guwahati, graduated to next level, and also presently 17 incubators are hosted at IIT Guwahati. Indian Institute of Technology Guwahati, since its inception, has steadily grown to be the ambassador of research and development in the northeastern India. And also today, it's also world leader. We have been listed in the top 100 universities consecutively in the last 2 years in the subject of petroleum engineering in the QS World Ranking 2022 and also QS World Ranking 2023. That is a remarkable achievement for a young institute of 27 years old. IIT Guwahati is playing the key role in providing leadership in translational research and making the Northeast to achieve a prominent position in the global platform. In the last 2 years, IIT Guwahati has started 5 new schools and 4 new centers. Just to name them, Mehta Family Foundation School of Data Science and Artificial Intelligence, Jyoti and Bhupat Mehta School of Health Science and Technology, School of Business, School of Energy Science and Engineering, and School of Agro and Rural Technologies. We have also started, under the advice of Honorable Prime Minister, Center for Disaster Management, CDMR, Center for Intelligent Cyber Physical System, Center for Indian Knowledge System, and Center for Sustainable Polymers. IIT Guwahati Business School is a very unique in terms of offering a minor in business development, finance, HR, marketing to all our undergraduate students. Those who are pursuing BTech and B-Design at IIT Guwahati, so that these young IIT graduates with a minor in business development, HR and finance could be an entrepreneur. So these entrepreneurial activities, so their dream would be now giving jobs to others than seeking jobs for themselves. Jointly with Government of Assam, IIT Guwahati will establish a world-class connected multi-speciality hospital at IIT Guwahati campus. Honorable Chief Minister would make the announcement today in this function. This is indeed a unique step initiated by Sri Himanta Biswa Sharma ji, and I appreciate his support for medical education and research in the Northeast. This should be a joint effort of Government of Assam and IIT Guwahati to focus on research and innovation to transform medical science with intersection of engineering, medical science, and Industry 4.0 technologies. We are planning to offer DNB, MS, MD, and PhD programs as part of this initiative. This facility will encourage the translational research initiative to develop a strong medical ecosystem in this region to set a new benchmark in healthcare innovation in the country. Thanks to Sri Himanta Biswa Sharma ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, and all his colleagues for his full-hearted support to IIT Guwahati. Please give them a big applause, please. I am very much optimistic that the institute will leverage the immense scientific and translational potential of this part of the country. The highly skilled youth emerging from this institute is expected to cause rapid economic development, which will lay the powerful foundation of a knowledge-based society. I wish the very best to all the faculty members, staff members, research scholars, and students of IIT Guwahati and all the delegates who have come from all the 8 states for this Northeastern Research Conclave. Once again, a warm welcome to the inaugural function of the NERC 2022. Soon after this event, an exhibition with more than 300 companies, entities along with Army unit participating in the exhibition area created in our cricket ground of IIT Guwahati. I welcome all of you to witness that event as well. I would like to close with this quote of Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, which he emphasized the role of research and development at 106 Science Congress. Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan should be extended to Jai Anusandhan. Once again, welcome all of you, NERC 2022. Jai Hind, Namaskar.
Thank you, sir. A short video on Northeast Research Conclave 2022 will now be presented. This video is on pre-conference preparations and the enthusiasm and cooperation shown by all the institutes of the Northeast and Government of Assam to make this event a grand success.
Indian Institute of Technology Guwahati, since its inception, has steadily grown to be the ambassador of research and development in northeastern India. The institute has played a key role in providing leadership in translational research and has helped the Northeast to claim a prominent position in the global platform. As India marks 75 years of independence and celebrates Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, Indian Institute of Technology Guwahati proposes to organize the Northeastern Research Conclave. Under the exemplary vision of the Honorable Minister of Education, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan, the Northeast Research Conclave is one of its kind and the biggest conclave that has ever been organized in the Northeast in the field of research and development.
It gives me great pleasure to inform you that under the chief patronship of Honorable Minister of Education, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan ji, and co-chief patron, the Chief Minister of our Government of Assam, Sri Himanta Biswa Sharma ji. Under their guidance, Northeast Research Conclave 2022 is being organized at Indian Institute of Technology Guwahati during 20th to 22nd of May 2022.
IIT Guwahati conducted a roadshow across Northeast India to increase awareness among the various institutes in the region. The mission of this conclave is to showcase the best research and development activities from all the educational and research institutes across the states of Northeast India.
It is pleasure for all of us that IIT Guwahati is organizing Northeast Research Conclave.
NERC 2022 is looking forward to host nearly 3,000 participants across the 8 states of NE and other parts of India.
I am sure this will create some synergy which will lead to very good results.
I believe that the impact of this conclave would greatly enhance to empower the R&D manifestation.
I am sure that this particular event will be triggering the scientific temper and passion among the people who are already doing science as well as the people who are about to decide in which career that they would like to take.
Northeast Research Conclave NERC 2022 is set to offer
the best platform for academia as well as industry.
I'm very happy because we are partners here, and this was a long awaited program.
And this event, I believe, will provide an adequate platform for all the researchers, academicians, professionals, startup entrepreneurs who are working in the field of science and technology development.
The conclave is expected to benefit all in terms of setting up of long-term collaboration.
It's a matter of pride that the IIT Guwahati has been given the mandate.
It is a mutual benefit for every institute as well as society also.
The main motto of this conclave to enhance industry academia.
We pay enormous gratitude to all the stakeholders for participating and making this conclave a reality in such a short notice and helping the country achieve the deliverables on the Sustainable Development Goals. We would like to thank our Chief Patron, Honorable Education Minister Shri Dharmendra Pradhan, Honorable Chief Minister of Assam Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, Professor T.G. Sitaram, Director IIT Guwahati for the support and encouragement, and Professor Vimal Katiyar, Dean Research and Development for tirelessly and painstakingly piloting this event and making it a reality. The Northeast Research Conclave is the call of the hour, and IIT Guwahati is committed to successfully organizing the event to boost the research and development activities in Northeast India, which is pivotal for its growth in the future.
We are grateful to Shri Sarbananda Sonowal, Honorable Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways and Ayush for his esteemed presence. We kindly request him to speak before the other dignitaries as he has a flight to catch for the onward journey. I request Shri Sarbananda Sonowal, Honorable Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways and Ayush to address the gathering.
Namaskar. Today is a very meaningful day for all the Northeasterners because we are having the Northeast Research Conclave. And for this, before starting my speech, I must extend my heartfelt gratitude to our Honorable Indian Minister for Education, Skill Development, Government of India, Dharmendra Pradhan ji. Respected Chief Minister of Assam, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, who is very hardworking for the cause of the people of the state. And respected Indian Minister Dharmendra Pradhan ji, respected Indian Minister for State Rameshwar Telly ji, respected Indian Minister of State Dr. Subhas Sarkar ji, respected Indian Minister of State Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh ji, respected Minister of Education, Government of Assam Dr. Ranush Pegu ji, Minister for Health and Family Welfare, Government of Assam Keshav Mahanta ji, respected Minister of Forest, Environment and Wildlife, Science and Technology and Mines, Government of Sikkim, Karma Ladai Bhutia ji, respected Member of Parliament from Guwahati Lok Sabha constituency, Srimati Queen Ujaji, respected Professor T.G. Sitaramanji, Director IIT Guwahati, Honorable Vice Chancellors, Director of all institutes and universities of this region, faculty members, staff members, research scholars, students of IIT Guwahati, friends from industry, my dear members from media and other delegates present here today. Good morning to everyone present here today. I am really delighted to say that IIT Guwahati, which is an offshoot of the historic Assam Accord, has made us all proud time and again with its remarkable contribution and achievement. We are proud of IIT Guwahati. Thank you. And today, in the welcome speech, Director IIT Guwahati has informed the House in the state and the region that they have been positioned 37 globally. This is, I believe, the biggest and tallest achievement so far. Though relatively new in comparison to the first 5 IITs of the country, Guwahati IIT has fostered an environment of academic excellence in the entire country with its quality technical education over the years. I also want to take the opportunity to express my appreciation to the IIT Guwahati fraternity for their huge support to the government during COVID-19 pandemic. I understand that IIT Guwahati, apart from providing various sophisticated instruments to carry out testing of COVID-19 from the initial stages of the pandemic, also developed, manufactured viral transport media, viral RNA extraction kit, and RT-PCR kits, setting a great example of Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. I congratulate the Institute for this timely contribution to the nation in its drive for self-sustainability. Respected friends, today the people of the country have determined to make India Atmanirbhar Bharat, self-reliant India, under the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji. Because in the last 8 years of Honorable Prime Minister's dynamic leadership, whatever transformation we have witnessed, and this has given us a lot of strength, energy, wisdom, power to excel our growth. And I believe we must extend our heartfelt thankfulness to Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji for outstanding achievement of this for India. Today, this platform will definitely provide us a new opportunity to put our best possible wisdom, energy, innovation, incubation, so that in the near future, as per the expectation of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, this entire Northeast can become the new engine for India's growth. And I believe this power we have within ourselves, simply we have to realize it. We have to realize it, and we have to put our involvement in totality so that we could extract the best possible result and achievement for the future country's growth. And I'm not here to give a prolonged speech today. I have to move some other place to attend my meeting. So I'll have to take excuse from all of you. But I must say that this particular event will definitely help our young generation, particularly the student communities who have their dream to be fulfilled in the near future. And I believe that would be fulfilled because we have a leader who delivers with the best possible manner. Because the Honorable Prime Minister, when he took over the responsibility of Prime Ministership in 2014, he had announced that we are to reform, perform, then transform. All this important point has been articulated into action in the last 8 years of his regime. So that is the strength of Indians in the global presence. So I believe this is to be realized by each and everybody. And India is going to become the superpower under Modi's leadership, no doubt about it. Everywhere we have seen lot of new innovation, invention, and creativities taking place. And now every Indians are deeply realizing that we have our ability, efficiency, but we have to work collectively in the spirit of Team India under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. So I believe that sense of togetherness, sense of integration, and coordinated effort will definitely empower us to become the superpower in the world. Don't you believe that? So I believe with that vision, we'll have to move for the future action. And this IIT has been, since inception, has been contributing a lot for the growth of the region and the country. I'm really proud of IIT Guwahati. धर्म जी, आप ऐसे ही हमेशा हमें मनोबल देते रहे। धर्म जी, मैं विशेष रूप से धर्म जी हमारे लिए बहुत बहुत शुभचिंतक है सारे नॉर्थ ईस्ट के लिए। जब से उन्होंने अलग अलग दायित्वभार संभाला, तब से उन्होंने हमेशा नॉर्थ ईस्ट को माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के विजन को साकार करने के लिए मजबूत कदम उठाए। जब पेट्रोलियम मिनिस्टर रहे तब भी उन्होंने कुल मिला के अपने कार्यकाल में रिफाइनरी के कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग के सिलसिले में, पाइपलाइन डेवलप करने के सिलसिले में उन्होंने कुल मिला के अंडर द डायरेक्शन ऑफ ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर more than 54,000 crores has been put into action in the Assam sector and Northeast. So I believe that's why you deserve all kind of appreciation for all of us. And we have the presence of very dynamic Chief Minister of Assam, very hardworking Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma. So whatever IIT director has mentioned, that for this successful organization of this conclave, whatever assistance rendered by the government of Assam under the leadership of Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, I am really proud of you. Thank you. This is the way we will have to encourage our young star. With these few words, I again pay my deep respect to all of you present here today. And I believe this particular conclave is going to pay a big rich dividends for our future growth. With this few words, I sum up my speech. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your very inspiring words. Now I request Professor Chitralekha Mahanta to felicitate Srimati Queen Oja, Honorable Member of Parliament.
कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाते हुए अब मैं माननीय सांसद श्रीमती क्वीन ओजा महोदया से निवेदन करती हूँ कि कृपया सभा को संबोधित करें।
I request Professor Purkayat to felicitate Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh. Now I welcome Srimati Queen Oja, Honorable Member of Parliament, to address the gathering.
Namaskar. Mananiya Dharmendra Pradhan ji, Honorable Minister of Education, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Assam ki dynamic लीडर असम की मुख्यमंत्री माननीय हिमंत बिश्व शर्मा जी, आदरणीय सर्बानंद सोनोवाल जी, मिनिस्टर फॉर पोर्ट शिपिंग एंड वाटरवेज एंड आयुष, यहाँ उपस्थित आदरणीय सुभाष सरकार जी, डॉक्टर राजकुमार रंजन सिंह जी, MOS मिनिस्टर ऑफ एजुकेशन गोल, माननीय रनुज पेगु डांगरिया शिक्षा मंत्री अहोमर शिक्षा मंत्री, माननीय रामेश्वर तेली डांगरिया केंद्रीय मंत्री, माननीय केशव महंत डांगरिया, माननीय मिनिस्टर फॉर हेल्थ गवर्नमेंट ऑफ Assam, honorable members of Legislative Assembly Government of Assam, honorable minister of and representative of various Chief Minister from Northeastern state, respected Srikama Lode Bhutia, Minister from Sikkim, Vice Chancellor and Directors of all institutes and universities of this region, Professor T.G. Sitaramji, Director, IIT Guwahati, faculty member, staff members, research scholars, and students of IIT Guwahati, friends from industry, my dear member from media and other delegates present here today. Good morning to you all present here. On behalf of the Guwahati city and Assam, I welcome you all to the NERC 2022, and I hope you will have a pleasant stay here. I visit IIT Guwahati in November 2021 during the inauguration of various academic centers and hostels, and I was very impressed with the progress of the institute and the services it is providing to the region. The major event of NERC 2022 will encourage students, teachers, industries to develop close ties for research and development, and I am sure it will help in transforming socio-economic landscape of the region. I have been informed that there are more than 5,000 invitees, dignitaries, which included patrons, other ministers, secretaries, officials, panelists, delegates, participants, schools, children, teachers, and exhibitors registered for this conference, which show the huge response this event has generated. I thank the Honorable MOE Sri Dharmendra Pradhanji and our Chief Minister Sri Himanta Biswa Sharma ji for hosting this Northeast Research Conclave 2022 at IIT Guwahati, and I congratulate the organizers for this successful hosting. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words. I request Dr. Subhash Sarkar, Honorable Minister of State for Education, Government of India, to deliver his address.
Namaskar. Warm greetings to all. This auditorium is expecting clarion clap from the youngsters whenever I will raise the names of the important stars on the dais. Our Honorable Chief Minister, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, my senior colleague and Honorable Minister of Education and Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India, Sri Dharmendra Pradhan Ji, Honorable Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways and Ayush, Government of India, Sri Sarvananda Sonewal Ji, Honorable Minister of State for Petroleum and Natural Gas and Labor as well as the Employment, Sri Rameshwar Teli Ji, Honorable Minister of State for Minister of Education, Government of India, as well as Ministry of External Affairs, Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Ji, Honorable Minister of Education, Welfare of Plain, Tribe and Backward Classes, Government of Assam, Dr. Ranoj Pegu Ji, Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare and Science and Technology, Information and Technology Department, Government of Assam, Sri Keshav Mahanta Ji, Honorable Minister of Forest, Environment, Wildlife, from Government of Sikkim, Sri Karno Lode Bhutia Ji, our own Honorable MP Guwahati, Mananiya Srimati Queen Ojha Ji, and अंत में Dr. T.G. Sitharaman Ji, our Dynamic Director, IIT Guwahati. My dear friends, it's my pleasure to be present at Northeast Research Conclave organized in the culturally and geographically diverse region from rivers to snowy peaks of northeastern India. This amalgamation of terrains creates some fantastic natural wonders that warrant a visit. I must mention here that when I arrived here yesterday, I saw the name of the airport named after Lokopriyo Gopinath Bardoloiji, the first person from Assam to get the prestigious Bharat Ratna Award. While entering the auditorium today, I saw the name of Dr. Bhupen Hazarika, the second person from Assam to get the prestigious Bharat Ratna Award. Please allow me to recite some of his lines. Agni Jugara Firingati Mai Natuna Sham Garihim Natuna Sham Garihim Har Baharar Har Basha Punar Firayanim Natuna Sham Garihim Natuna Sham Garihim Natun Bharat Garihim Natun Bharat Garihim. It means of the fiery age, I am a spark. Means all of young stars are a spark. I will build up a new Assam to the have-nots. I will bring back Whatever they have lost, I will build up a new India. You know, our government is for the last boy and the last person in the line for the education and the development. Today, it means that to synergize, I am delighted that IIT Guwahati, an epitome of excellence, has been given the mandate to synergize different activities for the sustainable and accelerated growth of the northeastern region. I would like to share some precious thoughts by Pujya Swami Vivekananda ji. As different streams having their sources in different places, all mingle their waters in the sea. So, O Lord, the different paths which men take through different tendencies, various though they appear, crooked or straight, all lead to Thee. Dear all, we may belong to different domains or fields, but our sole purpose is to uplift our nation, to strengthen our Bharat. I would like to recall our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji's word. He said, there has always been an urge to innovate in India and to solve problems with new ideas. Dear all, initiatives like organizing such conclaves will inspire all to work collaboratively to realize the dream of our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji, for New India and Atmanirbhar Bharat with our concerted efforts. Moving forward, I would like to draw light on the vision of the National Education Policy 2020. It aims to provide resourceful, skillful, and innovative education to all. My dear friends, even the NEP 2020 clearly states that higher education institute will focus on research and innovation by setting up startup incubation centers, technology development centers, centers in frontier areas of research, greater industry academic linkage, and interdisciplinary research, including humanities and social sciences research. Under the dynamic leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji and my senior colleague Sri Dharmendra Pradhan ji, the central government has been working tirelessly for the advancement of the educational sector, both at school level and higher education level. The National Education Policy is a part of this tremendous effort. As per the guidance of our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji, all of us have to work to build the Atmanirbhar Bharat. I am sure that all the dignitaries present today will act as a catalyst to accelerate the growth of Northeast India as well as of the nation. Those institutes shall also play a key role to ensure the environment of research and development. Only then can act as East happen through Northeast. The vision should be to accelerate the pace of socio-economic development in the Northeast region. Dear all, we shall also think of ways and means to achieve the aim of the 3C, which are culture, commerce, and connectivity for the northeastern India. Our goal is to promote innovation, entrepreneurship, critical thinking, and out-of-box thinking in our educational system, which is also reflected in the new Education Policy 2020. If all the institutes and other governing bodies will work together to achieve this aim, I am sure there will be a rapid pace of development in the region. Dear all, our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji has recently said, Northeast India will become the engine of country's growth in the 21st century. भाई ताली लगाना चाहिए ना? I would like to extend my wishes to the organizers. I wish the conclave a huge success and hope that the discussions during the event will enhance the growth of the northeastern region. Education is the lamp that can spread the light of evolution in any space and brighten the future of the nation through our NEP 2020. I would like to share a quote by Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. The highest education is that which does not merely give us information but makes our life in harmony with all existence. আমারও মাতৃভাষারও সর্বোচ্চ শিক্ষা হইছে যিয়ে কেবল আমাক তথ্য প্রদান নকরে কিন্তু আমার জীবনক সকল অস্তিত্বর হইতে সামঞ্জস্যপূর্ণ করি তোলে। ধন্যবাদ। আপন লোক সকল লই ভারত মার জয়।
Thank you, sir, for motivating us with your speech. I now request Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh, Honorable Minister of State for Education, Government of India, to address the gathering.
Sabko namaskar, Kuramjari. My warm greetings to the most dynamic Chief Minister of the Northeastern India, Shri Dr. Hemanta Biswa Sharma ji, and one of the most energetic and innovative in the education sector, my senior Shri Dharmendra Pradhan ji, Union Minister of Education, and Shri Sanwal ji, the Honorable Minister of Shipping, Waterways and Ayush, Shri Rameswar Teli ji, Honorable Minister of Oil and Natural Gas and Labor, my colleague, MOS Education, Dr. Subhash Sarkar ji, other honorable ministers and dignitaries present on and off the dais. Northeastern Research Conclave 2022 offer a splendid platform for academia and industry to showcase their expertise, products and technology innovation in a mission mode. Thus, this conclave is expected to benefit all the stakeholders in terms of setting up long-term collaboration for research and development innovations towards the goal of establishing R&D, innovation-based sustainable Northeast India. For the Northeastern state, this is a very useful initiative bringing research, industry, and policymakers at the same platform. Direct communication between the researchers and industry will greatly facilitate in knowledge transfer to the industry, and in turn, research will also get feedback of the industry on their innovations. Innovations of the researchers could become available to the larger society only through industry. I am very happy to see participations of institutions, industries, startups of all the northeastern states in this research conclave. It is also pleasing to note that more than 5,000 participants of the northeastern states, including school children, are attending in this research conclave. Knowledge creations and research are critical for growth of our economy and society. It has been experienced throughout the world that a country become prosperous only by becoming a strong knowledge society. We are in urgent need of knowledge creations and its disseminations and application to tackle the social challenges of the access to clean drink water and sanitation, quality education, and health care, improve transportations, air quality, energy infrastructure, etc. Research and innovation in higher educational institutions is critical, as the best teaching and learning process occur only in institutions having a strong culture of research and knowledge creations. Also, career counseling in schools for identifying students' interests and talent is crucial for optimum utilizations of their talent for the society and also for themselves. I hope that the implication of establishment of National Research Foundation under National Education Policy 2020 will further boost the research activities, as it will ensure merit-based and equitable peer-review research funding, as NRF will carefully coordinate with other funding agencies such as DST, Department of Atomic Energy, Department of Biotechnology, ICAR, ICMR, ICSR, UGC, as well as various private and philanthropic organizations to ensure synergy of purpose and to avoid duplication of efforts. I am thankful to Dharmendra Pradhanji for such a beautiful ideations of this research conclave for the northeastern state, and I congratulate IIT Guwahati and Assam government and their team for organizing such a mega event which will have a great impact. With this few words, I, on behalf of the whole team of the Education Ministry, Government of India, wishing you all the best and grand success and of this mega event. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. I invite Shri Rameshwar Theli, Honorable Minister of State, Petroleum and Natural Gas and Labor and Employment, Government of India, to deliver his address.
नमस्कार। आज की इस उद्घाटन समारोह में उपस्थित हमारे असम के लोकप्रिय मुख्यमंत्री डॉक्टर हिमंत बिस्वा शर्मा जी, हमारे भारत सरकार के शिक्षा और कौशल विकास मंत्री श्री धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी, हमारे भारत सरकार के पतन, पोर्ट, परिवहन और जलमार्ग एवं आयुष मंत्री श्री सर्बानंद सोनोवाल जी, इस मंच पर उपस्थित हमारे केंद्रीय शिक्षा राज्य मंत्री डॉक्टर सुभाष सरकार जी एवं डॉक्टर राजकुमार रंजन सिंह जी, असम के शिक्षा मंत्री डॉक्टर रनुज पेगू जी, असम के स्वास्थ्य मंत्री केशव महंत जी, हमारे सिक्किम के विज्ञान प्रौद्योगिकी मंत्री कर्मा लोदे भूटिया जी, हमारे गुवाहाटी के सांसद क्वीन ऊझा जी, असम के सभी विधायकगण, नॉर्थ ईस्ट के राज्य से आए हुए सभी जनप्रतिनिधिगण, शिक्षा क्षेत्र के निर्देशकगण, IIT गुवाहाटी के निर्देशक प्रोफेसर TG सीताराम जी, सभी शिक्षक एवं स्टूडेंट्स, मीडिया और उद्योगों के प्रतिनिधिगण, देवियों और सज्जनों, आज की इस समारोह में शामिल होकर मुझे बहुत खुशी हो रही है। पिछले कुछ वर्ष में हमारे देश ने नई तकनीकी खोजों और शोध के क्षेत्र में बड़ी प्रगति की है। इन खोजों के प्रयोग से हमारे देश को आत्मनिर्भर बनने में बड़ी मदद मिली रही है। असम सरकार एवं IIT गुवाहाटी के द्वारा मिलकर इस सम्मेलन का आयोजन किया जा रहा है। किसी भी देश के विकास के लिए नई तकनीकों की खोज सबसे जरूरी है। हमारे देश के माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने भारत में नई वैज्ञानिक और तकनीकों खोज के लिए देश में जरूरी ढांचों को विकसित करने की योजना पर लगातार काम कर रही है। यह सम्मेलन नई तकनीकों की खोज और हमारे देश के विकास के लिए जरूरी वैज्ञानिक शोध पर चर्चा करने के लिए यहाँ आए हुए सभी लोगों को अवसर प्रदान करेगा। IIT गुवाहाटी ने कैंसर की दवाइयों के परीक्षण का एक नया तरीका विकसित किया है। इससे कैंसर जैसे बड़ी बीमारी के लिए दवाओं के विकास में बहुत मदद मिलेगी। IIT गुवाहाटी में भारतीय ज्ञान प्रणाली का नया केंद्र शोध को प्रेरित करेगा। यह केंद्र द्वारा विशेष रूप से उत्तर पूर्व की प्राचीन तकनीकों, विज्ञान, दवाओं और कला जैसे जुड़े ज्ञान के भंडार पर काम किया जाएगा। इसे हमारी स्वदेशी तकनीकों और ज्ञान के प्रयोग को बढ़ावा मिलेगा। स्वदेशी तकनीकों का विकास हमारे लोकल उद्योग की प्रगति के लिए बहुत लाभकारी होगा। इस तरह के प्रयोगों से नए आत्मनिर्भर भारत के निर्माण के सपनों को हम साकार कर सकेंगे। असम राज्य और पूरा उत्तर पूर्व के क्षेत्र प्राकृतिक संपदा से भरपूर है। केंद्र सरकार के साथ मिलकर राज्यों के सहयोग से इस प्राकृतिक संपदा का दोहन किया जा रहा है। इससे उत्तर पूर्व के राज्यों में उद्योग का विकास हो रहा है, साथ ही लोगों को नए रोजगार के नए अवसर भी मिल रहे हैं। मैं आज यहाँ आए हुए प्रतिभागियों से कच्चे तेल एवं गैस के क्षेत्र में नई तकनीकों की खोज और विकास करने के लिए आगे आने का अनुरोध करता हूँ। कामगारों के कल्याण और विकास के लिए श्रम मंत्रालय कई योजना चला रहा है। संगठित क्षेत्र में रोजगार बढ़ाने के लिए EPFO के माध्यम से आत्मनिर्भर भारत रोजगार योजना चलाई जा रहा है। असम में इस योजना के तहत 19,000 लाभार्थियों को 15 करोड़ से ज़्यादा का लाभ अभी तक प्रदान किया जा चुका है। साथ ही ESI के माध्यम से बीमित व्यक्तियों और उनके परिवारों को बेहतर स्वास्थ्य सेवा प्रदान करने के लिए नए अस्पतालों का निर्माण भी चल रहा है। बेलतोला गुवाहाटी में 200 बेड के ESI मॉडल अस्पताल का काम प्रगति पर है। तिनसुकिया के ESI अस्पताल को 100 बेड करने के लिए काम चल रहा है। साथ ही प्रधानमंत्री श्रम योगी मानधन योजना में अब पेंशन डोनेट करने के लिए भी प्रावधान किया गया है। अब अगर नियोक्ता चाहे तो अपने वहाँ काम करने वाले मजदूरों का पंजीकरण प्रधानमंत्री श्रम योगी मानधन में करवाते हुए इन मजदूरों की हिस्से की किस्त का भुगतान खुद से कर सकते हैं। अभी हाल ही में हमारे मंत्रालय असम में आए बाढ़ के कारण जान माल का बहुत नुकसान हुआ है, लेकिन मुझे आशा ही नहीं बल्कि पूरा विश्वास है कि माननीय मुख्यमंत्री डॉक्टर हिमंत बिश्व शर्मा जी के कुशल मार्गदर्शन में असम सरकार के द्वारा किए जा रहे राहत प्रयासों के कारण हम इस आपदा से जल्द बाहर निकल सकेंगे और फिर से हमारा देश की विकास और खुशहाली के रास्ते पर आगे बढ़ने में सफल होंगे। आज के इस सम्मेलन के आयोजन के लिए मैं आप सभी को धन्यवाद देता हूं। आशा करता हूं कि आप सबके प्रयासों से उत्तर पूर्व राज्य के साथ साथ हमारे नई तकनीकों के विकास में लगातार आगे प्रगति करता रहेगा और हम आत्मनिर्भर भारत के निर्माण में सफल होंगे। धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी, आपको असम के लोग याद करेंगे क्योंकि आप करीब 7 साल पेट्रोलियम एंड नेचुरल गैस के मंत्री रहे और आपकी प्रयास से अपर असम में शिवसागर में 300 बेड की एक हॉस्पिटल ओएनजीसी के द्वारा बनाया गया, जिस कारण आज उस आसपास के जो गरीब बच्चे हैं, गरीब बुढ़े हैं, उस आसपास के जो लोग हैं वहाँ कम सस्ते में अपनी इलाज करते हैं। मैं जब गया था वहाँ तो मुझे कहा कि बहुत लोगों को पता नहीं था कि आप अभी पेट्रोलियम मंत्री नहीं हैं। मुझे कहा आप कब बन गया पेट्रोलियम मंत्री, इस तरह से बोल रहे थे। मैंने कहा मैं भी हूँ, लेकिन धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी अभी एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर हैं। उसी तरह से उस हॉस्पिटल से वहाँ के लोगों को बहुत फायदा हो रही है। इसलिए मैं आज के इस मंच से आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ सुकापा हॉस्पिटल के लिए। और साथ ही आपने पेट्रोलियम टेक्नोलॉजी इंस्टीट्यूट शिवसागर में बनाया, उसका लिए भी आपको धन्यवाद देता हूँ। साथ ही हमारी नुमलगढ़ रिफाइनरी 3 मिलियन से 9 मिलियन होने जा रही है, जिसके आपके कारण से संभव हो सका है। कभी सोचा नहीं था कि असम के आंदोलन से हमें नुमलीगढ़ रिफाइनरी मिली थी, लेकिन हम सोचे नहीं थे कि वो 9 मिलियन तक होगी, क्योंकि असम में हमारी जो तेल की जो खाद है, जो हमारे कुएं हैं सूख गए हैं। इसलिए हम लोग कभी सोचते नहीं थे कि असम की जितनी भी रिफाइनरी है वो एक्सपांड होंगे, लेकिन आपकी कौशल प्रयास से असम के चारों रिफाइनरी अब एक्सपांड होने जा रही है। इसलिए मैं आपको धन्यवाद देता हूं और आपके किए हुए काम को लोग याद रखेंगे। आप पेट्रोलियम मिनिस्ट्री में जिससे काम किए थे, ठीक उसी तरह से मुझे भी 2 विभाग मिले हैं, पेट्रोलियम एंड नेचुरल गैस, लेबर एंड एम्प्लॉयमेंट। और आप लोग और हमारी सीएम के आशीर्वाद से हम लोग असम में बहुत सी काम कर रहे हैं। कभी अगर समय मिले तो ज़रूर आप लोग बताएंगे। आज संभव नहीं है क्योंकि अभी हमारे धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी और सीएम की वक्तव्य आप लोग सुनेंगे। तो मैं विशेषकर आईआईटी को धन्यवाद देता हूं, क्योंकि उन लोगों ने इस प्रोग्राम को आयोजन किया। और विशेषकर मैं आईआईटी के हमारे डायरेक्टर भूल गया ना, डायरेक्टर जी को मेरा तरफ से बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूं। और इतने करके मैं अपना वक्तव्य समाप्त करता हूं। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir, for motivating us with your speech. I request Shri Karma Lode Bhutia, Honorable Minister of Forest, Environment and Wildlife, Science and Technology, Mines and Geology, Government of Sikkim, to address the gathering.
Namaste. Honorable Sri Dharmendra Pradhan Ji, Union Minister Education, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. Honorable Minister Sri Hemanta Biswa Sharma, Honorable Chief Minister Susori, CM, Government of Assam. Dr. Subhash Shankar, Honorable Minister of State, Ministry of Education. Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh, Honorable Minister of State, Minister of Education. Sri Rameshwar Teli, Honorable Minister of State, Petroleum and Natural Gas. Dr. Ranoj Pegu, Honorable Minister of Education, Assam. Dr. Keshar Mahanta, Honorable Minister of Assam. Madam Queen Oza, Honorable MP of Guwahati. Friends and colleagues, it gives me immense pleasure to be here today for this Northeast Research Conclave 2022. My state of Sikkim is blessed with diverse landscape and habitats, ranging from snowfields, glacial lakes, alpine forests, meadows, and densely vegetated valleys with forest type ranging from tropical evergreen forests to cold deserts. The altitude ranges from 300 meters to the highest at 8,586 meters, which is the top of Mount Kanchenjunga, the highest mountain in India. These steep altitudinal variations has resulted in diversity of flora and fauna. Such varied landscape supports top predator species like the migratory Royal Bengal tiger and the snow leopards, Besides, we have other rare, endangered, and threatened species like the musk deer and red panda. Our floral wealth of orchids and rhododendrons are known world over, with many plants that are endemic only to Sikkim. Besides, Sikkim is a reservoir of water, and we have 84 glaciers and over 500 numbers of wetlands and lakes. These rich natural resources is our strength, and it has strongly reinforced our commitment to conserve and protect this environment. However, the pressure on our natural resources is immense because of the rapidly increasing population, increased number of industries, urbanization, and for the cause of national security. Distinguished guests present here today will appreciate the Sikkim is the smallest state in the Northeast and the youngest member of the Northeast Council. Sikkim became the 22nd state of India in the year 1975, and we were included as part of the Northeast Council on 20 December 2002. Following the amendment of the Northeast Council Act of 1972, and ever since we have been making sincere efforts to advance in the field of science and technology. We are aware that the entire Himalayan belt are the water towers of Asia. This has significant influence on the climate and environment of the entire region. This necessarily binds the northeastern states with an added responsibility of ensuring environmental security and water security for this region. I must inform the House that Sikkim has put a complete ban on use of plastic waste bottles that is less than 2 liters since 1st January 2022. In fact, in the high tourist areas, a fine of rupees 5,000 is imposed on tourists carrying mineral water bottle. Sikkim, through the Department of Science and Technology, is making efforts to apply scientific and technological innovations in sectors that form the major economic activity of the state in the field of agriculture, horticulture, floriculture, animal husbandry, environment, and by supplementing traditional knowledge system. However, land holdings per family are very small as compared to other states. Hence, our focus is on enhancing the productivity of this small area by practicing 2 to 3 tier system of organic agriculture and cultivation of low-volume, high-value crops, which is further enriched through value addition. In addition, animal husbandry, fishery, piggery is practiced in order to maximize the output from the small land holding. Also, scientific education is not limited to schools. And through a number of training and hands-on exposure, we popularize, motivate, and develop scientific temperament of the rural and urban masses. We have carried out trainings on use of sustainable and economically viable egg incubators and hatchery. The machines we also distribute to select stakeholders. Sanitary napkin productions machine was distributed to women self-help groups to make affordable napkins for rural women. Similarly, we have introduced new tools and techniques for beekeeping by standardizing low-cost clay hives. We have been able to make significant progress in the field of remote sensing and GIS. These are important tools which have helped us scientifically understand change in the environment and land use patterns. Most importantly, we have been able to monitor the effects of climate change on our glaciers and water bodies. Global warming has led to decline in the size of our glacier and snowfields, leading to the increased threat of glacial lake outburst. Most of the high-altitude lakes have shown increase in its number and size over the decade. A major finding was the significant increase in the area of South Lonak Lake in Sikkim. The area of this particular lake has increased by 1.5 kilometers to 1.8 kilometers. In order to reduce the increasing volume of water in the lake, pipelines were laid out to expand the outlet of the lake. Despite this, the size of the lake is increasing progressively, and so an early warning sensor is presently being designed by a Swiss agency. Thus, I want to take this opportunity today to highlight that one major problem of the state of Sikkim faces is natural disaster. Sikkim's environment is highly eco-fragile, and we regularly face problems of landslides, erosion, flash floods, and sometimes drought. The outcome of this study on the increase in the area of the Lonak Lake is a glaring example of the effects of global warming. I would appreciate if through this conclave, all learned scientists are able to identify and develop functional tools to address these issues and prepare Sikkim or any other Himalayan state to be prepared to handle such natural disaster. In the education sector, the government of Sikkim has accorded the highest priority by setting aside almost 20% of the state budget. The main objective is to promote quality and inclusive education and bridge the social and gender gaps. Sikkim is doing well in the education sector, and the literacy rate in Sikkim is 81.42%. The main objective is to develop the child's potential to the maximum and empower and develop essential skills to deal with the real world. In the end, all our innovation and technology must be directed towards creating a better earth with the objective of securing greater happiness for all mankind. Science, education, and technology have the power to bring a positive change in our lifestyle, which complements our natural assets. I thank the organizers for inviting Sikkim, a small state, to participate in this conclave. And I wish the very best to all participants. Jai Hind, and thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for your gracious words. I now request Dr. Ranoj Pegu, Honorable Minister of Education, Welfare of Plain Tribe and Backward Classes, Government of Assam, to address the gathering.
Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma Dangoria, Honorable Union Education Minister, Sri Dharmendra Pradhanji, Honorable Minister, Sri Rameshwar Teli Dangoria, Rajkumar Ranjan Singh Dangoria, Subhas Sarkar Dangoria, my cabinet colleague, Assam's Health Minister, Sri Kekhab Mohanto Dangoria, Minister of Sikkim, Sri Karma Bhutia Dangoria, and Honorable MP of Guwahati, Queen Ujha Dangoriani, Honorable respected Director of IIT Guwahati, T.G. Sitaram Ji, and various heads, directors, vice chancellors, representing different institutions of Northeast, research faculties, and my dear students and other dignitaries present here. Very warm good morning to all of you. In November last year, Honorable Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhanji was here to attend Northeast Education Conclave. He visited IIT Guwahati at that time and mooted the idea of holding a Northeast Research Conclave, particularly to give a proper orientation, people-centric orientation to our researchers for helping the people who are suffering from various kinds of problems particularly in the Northeast region. The idea was mooted in November, and today I see the realization of the idea by successfully starting this Northeast Research Conclave. I thank Dharmendra Pradhanji for conceiving the idea and making it happen, achieving his idea. I know in the month of September, our Honorable Chief Minister, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, he visited this IIT, and he mooted the idea of starting a new institute for advanced research in medical science by collaboration of Assam government and IIT Guwahati. And today, we will all be witnessing after some time the signing of Memorandum of Understanding for establishment of that unique institute for advanced medical research. So ideas under this government, under the leadership of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji and in our state, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, we are witnessing the ideas getting transformed into real product at a very fast speed. And today this conclave, there are people coming from different institutions, faculties, researchers, scholars, professors, and students, we are all assembling here. And this is in fact going to be a conclave of ideas. So ideas will be exchanged, and after 6 months or 1 year or a few years, we will again be assembling, and I hope very soon our ideas will get transformed into reality, into product, into a specific solution to our specific problem. I thank from my state, Dharmendra Pradhanji, for taking the initiative of this research conclave, and I thank my Chief Minister for conceiving the unique idea of establishing a new institute for advanced medical science research. And I offer my best wishes to all of you that you will be able to exchange your ideas, conceive new ideas, and lead the field of research in the field where we particularly require them. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir, for inspiring us with your ideas. I request Dr. Siddharth Singh, IAS, Commissioner and Secretary to Government of Assam, Medical Education and Research Department, to give a brief presentation on the MOU to be signed between Government of Assam and IIT Guwahati for Connected Multi-Speciality Hospital.
All dignitaries present on the stage and all dignified guests of the audience, very good afternoon. I'll just run through very briefly this presentation on the nature of the MOU that we are having with the IIT. So this institute has been called the Assam Advanced Healthcare Innovation Institute. It is a joint venture between the government of Assam, represented by the Medical Education and Research Department, and IIT Guwahati. So a brief background of the project. As already mentioned by Honorable Education Minister, it was Honorable Chief Minister's idea during one of his visits to IIT. And in the last, this idea was floated somewhere in the last year. And in the last 5 months, IIT Guwahati and Assam government have been working on this idea. And it was in principle approval was given in the cabinet in December. An implementation committee was set up consisting of representatives from the Medical Education Research Department as well as IIT, and a preliminary project report was prepared. Then subsequently, the cabinet approved this project on 7th May, and that is very recent. And I must thank our Honorable Chief Minister, because this very small time between 7th May and today, and within that, the MOU has been formulated. It has gone through the legislative vetting process, and at the behest of Chief Minister, the entire process has been fast-tracked. So the objectives of the project, it's a one-of-a-kind, very unique project that we are attempting here. It is an interface between medical discipline as well as engineering. And it will deliver evidence-based healthcare and technologies for import substitution. You all may be aware that a lot of our medical equipments and technologies are coming from foreign countries, which results in a lot of money being spent on this. We are promoting innovation, invention, and make in India approach. And a stronger public health system would also result from this. And this would be a state-of-the-art facility for researchers, for health workers, and all in the chain. the major areas of research, and once again I would say that Honorable Chief Minister has been taking a lot of interest in the areas of research also, because he says that we should focus on the sunrise sector. So therapeutics, stem cell research, diagnostics, implantation, artificial intelligence, simulation labs, robotic surgery. These are some of the areas, but this is not limited to this only, but these are the areas that we have initially thought of. Now, about the project. So, we have put these logos just to, that the source of inspiration comes from the National Education Policy, which promotes a lot of research, innovation. And these logos depict some of the premier institutes in the world which have an interface of this kind between engineering, management, and medicine. So this is something that we want to have here also. It would be, one of the core areas would be a multi-connected, super speciality, multi-speciality hospital, which would be a source of treatment as well as provide valuable data, and also would be a source for validating a lot of technologies and devices. It will have a medical college also, which would offer some postgraduate degrees, and there would be PhD available for research scholars as well as doctors. Once again, research is at the core of this entire endeavor. We will be working on artificial intelligence, telemedicine, telehealth, wearable electronics. This is another field which is coming up in a big way. And we'll be collaborating with all the leading universities in India and abroad. Also, a system wherein unmet needs and what is required would be coming through the process, and that would be prioritized in the system. It would be an evidence-based system that we are attempting here. A very simple implementation mechanism has been set up for this. A special purpose vehicle in the nature of a Section 8 company, which is a not-for-profit company under the Companies Act, is going to be formed between the government of Assam and IIT Guwahati. The government of Assam, led by the Honorable Chief Minister, has very graciously and kindly agreed to support the project with an outlay of 546 crore rupees. So Assam government would be providing grant transfer by way of grant on the basis of various expenditure that is being committed on OPEX and CAPEX. And there would be a board which would run the company independently so that we have full professionalism here. And the government of Assam is very, very keen to also engage with private companies, corporate houses, philanthropic organizations to come forward, as well as research institutions to come forward and participate in this endeavor, so that we also have a market orientation for this effort that we are having. So, as I said, the total outlay is 546 crore, and this is the cost that has been committed by the government of Assam. The IIT Guwahati is also pitching in with a 54 bigha parcel of land, as well as the invaluable expertise that IIT Guwahati has, which I wouldn't be able to quantify because it is something which is just invaluable. And apart from that, we have estimated that the first year cost can be something around 101 crore, but entire scheduling has been done. Now, this MOU that we are going to sign, it clearly delineates and lays a roadmap for the project, as well as the various activities which would be. The roles and responsibilities of both the partners have been spelled out in the MOU, and fiduciary and other requirements of the MOU have been built in. And this has been done in a very short period of time with inputs from IIT Guwahati and Government of Assam. And I would also take this opportunity to thank the very, very active team from IIT Guwahati, led by Professor Sitharam, Dr. Deepankar, Professor Iyer, and all the colleagues who have worked assiduously for making this in a very short span of time possible, apart from the support from the Honorable Chief Minister and Health Minister. So, responsibility from Government of Assam, apart from the oversight, is we have committed funds. We have provided, we will be providing the various clearances, statutory as well as otherwise, and permissions. We'll facilitate inclusion of courses through NMC or other regulatory bodies that are there. We'll facilitate the advancement of research. On their part, IIT Guwahati is providing land. It will provide bespoke training programs. It will provide the overall mentorship for the program. It will take measures for establishment of the hospital and the research institute. So this is about, in a very brief nutshell, this is about this partnership. This is all from my side. Once again, thank you all for the patient listening. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for elaborating on the purpose of the MOU. I now welcome Professor T.G. Sitaram, Director, IIT Guwahati, and Dr. Siddharth Singh, IAS, Commissioner and Secretary to Government of Assam, to sign the MOU for Connected Multi-Speciality Hospital.
And Honorable Minister Education as well as the Honorable Chief Minister to witness it. It is a momentous occasion for all of us. Please give a round of applause.
It's a new edition. Congratulations.
Go in the middle. Yeah, we can go to
डिजिटल इसको रहने दो, इसको रहने दो. ये तो नया चीज आज इसको ही प्रमोशन करेंगे. ठीक है साहब. उसको दोबारा दिखाओ. नया होना चाहिए. थैंक यू.
I thank everyone for being a witness to this historic moment. I now request Shri Keshab Mahanta, Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare and Science and Technology, Government of Assam, to address the gathering.
Honorable Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma ji, Honorable Union Minister for Education, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan ji, Honorable Union Minister of State Education Dr. Subhash Sarkar ji, Honorable Minister Education, Honorable Minister Education of Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh ji, Honorable Minister Petroleum and Natural Gas Rameshwar Teli ji, Honorable Minister Education, Government of Assam, Dr. Ronus Pegu Dangoria, Honorable Member of Parliament Queen Uja Dangoriani, Director IIT, Professor T.G. Sitaram, and Vice Chancellor of various universities, Head of the Institution of Northeast Region, faculties, researchers, students of IIT Guwahati, distinguished guests, representative from Guwahati Biotech Park, our health department, Government of Assam, and friends from media, ladies and gentlemen. A very good afternoon to all. At the very outset, I extend my warm greetings to all present here in this conclave. It is my proud privilege to be present here today at the Northeast Research Conclave at IIT Guwahati. It is a remarkable day for the people of Assam, as the important MOU between Government of Assam and IIT Guwahati is being signed today. This association with IIT will prove beneficial in technology-based research and treatment. Government of Assam is making various efforts to improve healthcare. Various steps are on to promote research and develop indigenous technologies. The Assam Advanced Health Innovation Institute, AAHII, AHI. AHI is a Sanskrit word. Its meaning Atma. A step in this direction. The project will provide a common platform to doctors, engineers, researchers, and technicians to develop the new technologies in the products. A 350-bedded multi-specialty hospital will also be set up as the part of the project, which will provide treatment as well as data for the precision research. The Assam Cabinet has already approved the project at the cost of rupees 546 crore for capital and operational expenditure. Indian Institute of Technology Guwahati is providing expertise and land in their existing campus. The project will be implemented through a special purpose vehicle in the nature of Section 8 company with representation from both Government of Assam and Indian Institute of Technology, Guwahati for professional project management. This MOU will go a long way in unlocking the potential of this partnership, as it presents the roadmap, the roles and responsibilities of two sides, and the nature of relationship. This institution under the project will provide pioneering research opportunity in sector like artificial intelligence, robotics, stem cells, etc., and will lead to develop the various products and technologies. The multi-specialty hospital will provide telemedicine and teleconsultation service to other hospitals apart from regular treatment to the patient. The MOU is the first step, and this project will begin a new era for the medical engineering interface and research for the region and the entire country. This MOU would not have been possible without the guidance of visionary Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma ji. One day of September, he visited this IIT and he telephoned me from here about this project, and I also immediately, within an hour, we meet the IIT people same day after his telephone, and we start the discussion, and time to time, close direction of the Honorable Chief Minister, we come to this point today. It was only due to his initiative, the Health Department got associated with IIT Guwahati for this project. I thank you, all my officer of Health Department, including Kartik Kolas, DC Kamrup. He take a more important part of this project, and I once again thank one and all present here for your participation in this conclave. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening words. I invite our esteemed dignitaries on the dais for NERC 2022 book release. Thank you. As advised by Shri Dharmendra Pradhan, Honorable Minister of Education and Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India, the Guwahati Declaration is drafted and its salient features will be unveiled on 22nd May 2022. Now I request Shri Dharmendra Pradhan, Honorable Minister of Education, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, to endorse the Guwahati Declaration and advise on the implementation strategy across the region.
Shall I say? You tell me when to say. धन्यवाद महोदय। अब मैं मुख्य अतिथि महोदय, शिक्षा, कौशल विकास एवं उद्यमिता के माननीय मंत्री श्री धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी से निवेदन करती हूं कि कृपया अपने बहुमूल्य विचार हमारे साथ बांटें, सभा को संबोधित करें।
Namaskar. Inaugurator of this conclave, my dear friend, my brother, the popular leader of northeastern states, Chief Minister of Assam, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma ji, our senior leader Sarvada is not here, but he was part of the inaugural program. Respected Sarvananda Sonwal ji, my dear friend, MOS Petroleum and Natural Gas and Labor and Employment, Sri Rameswar Teli ji, Dr. Subhash Sarkar ji, MOS Ministry of Education, Government of India, Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh ji, MOS Minister of Education, Government of India, Sri Kamalodi Bhutia ji, Honorable Minister from Sikkim, respected Ranoj Pegu ji, Honorable Minister of Education, Government of Assam, Sri Keshav Mahanta ji, Honorable Minister of Health, Government of Assam, dear Srimati Queen Ujha ji, Honorable Member of Parliament from Guwahati, Honorable Members of Legislative Assembly, Assam, respected Vice Chancellor and directors of all academic institutions, I could see lot of representative from corporate world, Professor T.G. Sitaramanji and entire team of IIT Guwahati, my young friends, especially the school children's, member from industry and friends from media. Really, today is an auspicious day. We all are here to celebrate some intangible achievement of good governance practice initiated by Assam government and Government of India through the august institutions like IIT Guwahati. Friends, I was here at Guwahati in month of November. There is a belief, this is not belief, that is the reality, the sun rises from east. The light of society, light of day, the God has organized the things such a way it will come from the east. And today, in the policy domain of entire country, certain good practices has emerged from the east. Congratulations, Guwahati IIT, and congratulations, Sri Himanta Vishwa Sarmaji and Government of Assam. When I was here at Guwahati in month of November to attend one of the education conclave, some reputed educationists from all the 7 northeastern states and representative from Sikkim, we all were there to implement, to monitor the historic National Education Policy 2020, how it is unfolding, how it is being implemented by different state governments at the grassroots, implemented by different educational institutions in all the area. Friends, another important aspect of this NEP is NRF, National Research Foundation. What is lacking today in our ecosystem? We are in a very auspicious time. India has completed its 75th years of independence. हम सभी लोग अमृत महोत्सव अभी मना रहे हैं. On this historic juncture, when we analyze, a society has to look back, how much we came, what kind of hurdles we faced in last 75 years. When we prepare for the next century, if I start, I was in charge of petroleum sectors from 14 to 21st July, June, in fact. Friends, crude oil discovered in this earth first time in India, in Assam only. I think, if I am correct, Rama Kumarji, it's 1889. 1889, in those period, in Pennsylvania and America, they found crude oil. If I cite the name of the company, I invite all of you to visit the Digboi refinery. There is a port, there is a refinery. In a way, that is the beginning of our refinery journey in our country. एक कड़ाई है, क्रूड ऑयल, हाथी ने मार्गारिटा की कोयले को रेलवे में अंग्रेज कंपनी लाने के लिए हाथी को लगाया था. हाथी की पैर में कीचड़ आया, तो इंजीनियर था, बोला कि बिना रेन की कीचड़ कहां से आया. अंग्रेज को मालूम था ये सिर्फ कीचड़ नहीं है, बिना बारिश के कुछ दलदल है तो कुछ तो है। उन्होंने हाथ लगाया, उसको स्मेल किया, ही एनालाइज इन दोज डेज इट माइट बी क्रूड ऑयल, देन देयर इज ए हिस्ट्री। आप सभी जाके एक बार देख के आना, वो इज अ पार्ट ऑफ रिसर्च है। उसी समय में लगभग उसके बाद में थोड़ा रामा कुमार जी, उसके बाद पेंसिल्वेनिया में ऑयल आया, उसको रॉकफेलर फैमिली ने ओन किया। अभी हम सब गुवाहाटी में बैठ के सोचे क्रूड ऑयल कहाँ है। अभी मेरे को हेमंत दा पूछ रहे थे कि भाई ये तेल की दाम कब घटेगा। स्वाभाविक है, मुख्यमंत्री जी को चिंता होती है गरीबों की जेब कैसे तंदुरुस्त रहे। प्रधानमंत्री, मुख्यमंत्री, हम सभी को चिंता रहती है। अमेरिका कहाँ है? अमेरिका की संपूर्ण दुनिया के कई देशों में लॉट ऑफ कंट्रीज आर नाउ अफ्लुएंट बिकॉज ऑफ पेट्रोडॉलर, क्रूड ऑयल। मैं जब कहा कि मैं 75 साल में हमें थोड़ा वी हैव टू हैव आवर स्वॉट एनालिसिस, क्या चला कैसे, हम क्यों, मैं रिसर्च कॉन्क्लेव के बारे में इसीलिए इसकी रिलेवेंस बताता हूं, क्यों हमने नवंबर महीने में सोचा कि रिसर्च कॉन्क्लेव होनी चाहिए और कहां होनी चाहिए ना, गुवाहाटी में होनी चाहिए। क्यों होनी चाहिए, मैं इतना ही आज कहूंगा। मित्रों, रॉकफेलर फैमिली कहां है, अमेरिका की इकोनॉमी कहां है, और हमारी आसाम में उसकी पहले तेल मिलने के बाद आज पहली बार पिछले 6-8 सालों में आसाम, फिर जो आसाम आजादी के पहले डिब्रूगढ़ कोलकाता प्रोविंस की, अंग्रेजों की जो कोलकाता बंगाल प्रोविंस था, उस प्रोविंस की सबसे हाईएस्ट पर कैपिटा इनकम करने वाला जिला था डिब्रूगढ़, ड्यू टू फॉरेस्ट, कोल एंड टी इकोनॉमी। आज फिर 2014 और विशेष करके आसाम में 2015 हमारी सरकार आई हेमंत 16 में, 16 से अभी 22, 6 साल, उसकी पहले 2 साल पहली बार डिब्रूगढ़ की रिपीट होने की सारे टेंडेंसी अभी दिख रहा है। इसीलिए गुवाहाटी में हमने कॉन्क्लेव किया। हमारी सबसे बड़ा मिसिंग लिंक रहा, पिछले 50 साल में 23 IITs देश में बन चुके हैं, और गुवाहाटी IIT में कब हम आते हैं तो हमारी आत्मविश्वास की लेवल मल्टीफोल्ड हो जाता है। अरे वाह, सच ए ब्यूटीफुल इंस्टीट्यूशन इज हियर। बच्चे आप सब APJ अब्दुल कलाम ऊपर बैठे हैं, मैं यहां बैठ के देख रहा था कि कौन बैठा है कौन जा रहा है। जो बैठा हो अब्दुल कलाम पक्का बनेगा, रॉकफेलर भी बन सकते हो, एलन मस्क भी बन सकते हो। मित्रों, हमारे पिछले दिनों में सबसे चुनौती कहां हुई, हमारी सारे इंस्टीट्यूशन, अभी मैं जो कहूंगा आप ताली नहीं लगाओगे। मेरे जब आए हेमंत दा पूछे सीतारामन जी आपको मैं बधाई देता हूं, आपने आज हेल्थ के बारे में जो मैंने निर्णय किया सरकार में उसको आप MOU करोगे। प्रधानमंत्री जी यही चाहते हैं। प्रधानमंत्री कोई भी इंस्टीट्यूशन हेड को जब मिलते हैं उनको पूछते हैं कि आप मेरे लिए क्या करोगे। अच्छा, प्रधानमंत्री जी को के लिए क्या करना, प्रधानमंत्री देश के लिए मांगते हैं, क्या नया इनोवेशन लेके आओगे, इस देश की लोगों की जिंदगी को कैसे और ईज करेंगे, कैसे और उनको सुख देंगे, कैसे सुविधा देंगे, कैसे उनको और बड़ा करेंगे। तब हेमंत दादा ने पूछा कि सीतारामन जी मेरे वहां 3 जिला बाढ़ में कट गया, आप मेरे को कुछ समाधान दोगे क्या। मित्रों, हमारी इंस्टीट्यूशन, वो छोटी सी स्कूल हो, कॉलेज हो या IIT जैसे इंस्टीट्यूशन हो, ये सब अच्छे किए हैं, उसकी एग्जाम्पल सही है। लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं एक मिसिंग लिंक रहा, हमारी एकेडमिया, हमारी पॉलिसी मेकिंग, हमारी इंडस्ट्री, ये तीनों अपने आप में खली पा रहे हैं। पॉलिसी मेकर को लगा मैं ही पॉलिसी मेकर का हिस्सा हूं, चलो मैं मेरे बारे में अकाउंटेबिलिटी पहले रख देता हूं। हमें लगा कि ये एकेडमिया वाले तो पढ़ाने वाले लोग हैं, हम मजाक किए भाई इनको तो 60 साल के बाद इतना पढ़ा चुके होते हैं तो उनको विश्राम करना चाहिए, अभी मजाक किया हमने। और हमारे रिटायरमेंट एज को हमने इन्फिनिट कर दिया। पॉलिटिकल की तो कोई तो बंधन नहीं है। अभी मोदी जी आने के बाद 75 की एक लाइन लगाए, नहीं तो उसके पहले तो कुछ ही था नहीं है। और मेरे सिद्धार्थ जैसे ब्यूरोक्रेटिक फ्रेंड, इनकी तो 60 के बाद रिटायरमेंट उन्होंने लिखा लिया, बाद में और 10-1 साल का व्यवस्था भी कर दिया। यह है पॉलिसी मेकिंग। इनको लगा कि मैं खुदा हूं। एकेडमिया कहा कि ये सारे लोग कुछ नहीं जानते, सारे ज्ञान मेरे पास है, इनको क्या मालूम। इंडस्ट्री को हमारे देश में मेरे मित्र रामा कुमार, हमारी आईओसी की डायरेक्टर R&D बैठे हैं। शायद इस प्रकार की इंटेलेक्चुअल आदमी कहीं IIT में प्रोफेसर होना चाहिए। इन दिनों में मोदी जी की प्रायोरिटी के कारण एकेडमिक लोग भी कंपनी के डायरेक्टर बनते हैं। ऐसे हमारे रामा कुमार को मैंने देखा, मेरे कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल और बढ़ गया कि रामा कुमार जी जैसे लोग, इनकी जो इंडस्ट्री वाले नहीं है, रामा कुमार जी की भी इंडस्ट्री में कैटेगरी 2 है। इंडस्ट्री में कैटेगरी 2 है। जब इनकी इंडस्ट्री में बाकी तय होता है, उनकी डायरेक्टर फाइनेंस, डायरेक्टर प्रोडक्शन की ज़्यादा से रहता है। उनको अच्छा लगता क्या है कि उसी कंपनी के लिए जो लाइसेंसर लगता है, उसको हमारी R&D लैबोरेटरी वाले लाइसेंस में बहुत मजा नहीं आता है। उसको EIL की PMC से ज़्यादा टेक्निक की PMC को ज़्यादा पसंद है। बाहर से आने वाला, हम एक कंज्यूमिंग इकोनॉमी बने। स्कैंडिनेवियन कंट्री, इतने छोटे छोटे देश, उन्होंने दुनिया की निश टेक्नोलॉजी बनाई। हमारी सुंदर पिचाई सत्य नाडेला सर्विस इंडस्ट्री में जाके अमेरिका में तहलका मचाए, हमें बाद में उन्हीं की प्रोडक्ट को लाइसेंस फीस देके यहां खरीदना पड़ा। सिर्फ हम मेंटेनेंस इंजीनियर IIT में से बनाए। मित्रों, इस जिंक्स को तोड़ना ही है। इसीलिए हम रिसर्च कॉन्क्लेव को ऐसे जगह पे करना चाहते हैं। मित्रों, कहीं किसी की मोनोपोली तो है ही नहीं। अब्दुल कलाम देश की नहीं, दुनिया के बड़े वैज्ञानिक बने, कोई टाटा की बेटे तो थे नहीं, या कोई मुंबई की बड़े घर में जन्मे भी नहीं थे, या दिल्ली की ल्यूटेंट्स में नहीं जन्मे थे। तमिलनाडु की कोई समुद्र किनारे मछुआरे की बेटा नौका में खड़े बैठ के देखते थे कि विमान कैसे जा रहा है। एरोनॉटिक्स अंडरस्टैंडिंग तब उनकी मन में आई। इसलिए मैंने कहा, जो बच्चे बैठे हैं उनके मन में जिज्ञासा है, ये रिसर्च क्या है। रिसर्च भी समझ में नहीं पा रहे होंगे आज, लेकिन उनके मन में है, मरा 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 करते हो राम तो कुछ भी तो घुस जाएगा ना। ऐसे जर्नी शुरू होती है। मित्रों, हमारे देश में इसी की कमी रही। ये जो टिकड़ी की दोस्ती नहीं हुई, जो नेटवर्क नहीं हुई, कंपैटिबिलिटी नहीं हुई, कम टुगेदर, वर्क टुगेदर, थिंक टुगेदर, प्रोड्यूस टुगेदर, फॉर whom? For society, for poor man, for the deprived person, minority, SC, ST, OBC, poorest of the poor। इसी की नाम तो अंत्योदय है। आज मित्रों, पिछले 8 साल में हमने एक सरकार चलाई। मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में आपने निर्णय किया, आशीर्वाद किया, एकेडेमिया ने निर्णय किया, स्टूडेंट्स निर्णय किया, महिला किया, देश के गरीबों ने किया। मैंने कहा कि आसाम की क्या पोटेंशियल है। 1889 में तेल था, टी था, ब्रह्मपुत्र की माइटी थी, मां कामाख्या के आशीर्वाद था, यही लक्षित बरपुखन थे, सुकापा थे, भूपेन हजारिका जैसे रिवोल्यूशनरी राइटर्स थे। फिर भी हमारी इकोनॉमिक अपलिफ्टमेंट क्यों नहीं हो पाया? क्यों? कि हमारी ये नेटवर्क ठीक से नहीं बन पाया था। देर से ही दुरुस्त आज शुरू हो गया है। आज इसीलिए मैंने सुझाव दिया था सीतारमन जी को, लेट अस हैव ए रिसर्च कॉन्क्लेव, इट विल बी एनुअल अफेयर, विल बी कमिंग टुगेदर, विल एक्सचेंज आवर आइडिया, all strata of stakeholder will come here, from student, from school teacher, from different small colleges to district headquarter colleges, all the research institute head of the northeastern states of any government, whether it is respective state government। आज सिक्किम के मेरे मित्र बैठे, सिक्किम आज ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग में ग्लोबल बेंचमार्क खड़ा किया है। क्या यह देश में रेप्लिकेबल करनी नहीं चाहिए? करनी चाहिए। नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट्स की एक एक की मैं नाम गिना सकता हूं। ऑरेंज, जिंजर, पाइनएप्पल, हॉर्टिकल्चर, बाम्बो, बायोडाइवर्सिटी में इतनी चीज पड़ी है। नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट्स क्या आधे दुनिया की हर्बल प्रोडक्ट यहीं से निकल सकता है, इतना संभावना यहां है। लेकिन ये आएगा कैसे? जब तक ये रिसर्च सेंट्रिक नहीं होगा इकोनॉमी। इसलिए हमारी सरकार आर&डी को एक नया इंडस्ट्री के रूप में सोचने लगा है। 50,000 करोड़ रुपया हमने एनआरएफ में प्रोविजन किया है। इस बार बजट में ग्लू ग्रांट की बात कही है। और ये हम मानते हैं, ये बहुत सारे हमारे रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट के हेड भी बैठे होंगे। मैं आपको एक बात कहूं तो आपको मैं पहले क्षमा मांग लेता हूं, क्योंकि मैं जो बात कहूंगा थोड़ा शायद आपकी पसंद ना आए। मैं तो रिसर्च फिक्स नौकरी में नहीं हो सकता है। कोई रिसर्च एसोसिएट अगर परमानेंट यूजीसी पे स्केल, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया पे स्केल, आसाम की पे स्केल में घुस जाता है, उसकी चिंता रिसर्च से हटके अपने परिवार पर अटक जाती है। जब तक रिसर्च यंगस्टर्स के दिमाग में नहीं आएगा, इनोवेशन नहीं आएगा। आप गाइड बनिए, आप हैंड होल्ड करिए, करना ही पड़ेगा, आपके अनुभव हमें काम में चाहिए। लेकिन मित्र रिसर्च की लैबोरेटरी इसीलिए इंस्टीट्यूट बनाना पड़ेगा। इसीलिए आईआईटी गुवाहाटी मैं प्रसन्न हूं। आज गवर्नेंस किसको कहा जाता है? अभी मुख्यमंत्री जी सीतारमन जी को कह रहे थे, आई वांट टू बेंचमार्क ऑल माय इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज, आई वांट टू गिव मेंटरशिप ऑफ आईआईटी गुवाहाटी, व्हिच वन ऑफ द प्रेस्टिजियस इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ कंट्री टुडे, टू ऑल माय इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज। मेरे बच्चे भी उनको लगेगा कि मेरे कॉलेज आईआईटी के मेंटरशिप पे चल रहा है। यह है एस्पिरेशन। इसको आज बड़ा करने के लिए समय आई है। मित्रों, ये कॉन्क्लेव में क्या होगा? एग्जीबिशन होगी, दोस्ती होगी, नेटवर्क होगा, जान पहचान होगा, आइडिया एक्सचेंज होगा, ह्यूमैनिटीज के भी लोग आएंगे, साइंस के लोग आएंगे, टेक्नोलॉजी के लोग आएंगे, प्रैक्टिकल इशू। मित्रों, जब तक हमारी सोच में हम क्यों काम कर रहे हैं और किसके लिए काम कर रहे हैं, जब तक पुअरेस्ट ऑफ द पुअर विल नॉट बी आवर टारगेट। ये रिसर्च के उद्देश्य क्या है? साइटेशन। आज मैं बधाई देता हूं आईआईटी गुवाहाटी को, देश की नंबर 2 इंस्टीट्यूट बन गया विद इंप्रूविंग क्यूएस रैंकिंग फॉर साइटेशन। लेकिन मैं उस साइटेशन को, अरे वो बाद में कर रहा, मैं अगले बार आऊंगा उस साइटेशन से कितने चीज कमर्शियलाइज हुआ, तब जाके मैं आपको प्रशंसा करूंगा। मैं ये बुद्धि, मैं सामान्य, आई एम नॉट ए स्टूडेंट ऑफ साइंस, आई एम ए स्टूडेंट ऑफ पब्लिक पॉलिसी। मेरे मन में व्यग्रता है, मेरे मन में चिंता है कि मेरे राज्य की, मेरे नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट्स की गरीब की गरीब आदमी कैसे इस टेक्नोलॉजी नेटवर्क की बेनिफिट पाएगा। आपकी इनोवेशन, आपकी एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप कैसे एक स्केलेबल स्टेज तक आएगा। ये इसीलिए हम ये कॉन्क्लेव करवा रहे हैं। आज देखो, मैं 2 चीज कह रहा हूं। क्या क्या चीज है? मैं जितना समझता हूं उतना, राजनीति को और बुद्धि को अपने कैपेसिटी से ज्यादा नहीं चलाना चाहिए, गड़बड़ हो जाएगा। इसलिए मैं जितना पढ़ा हूं उतना, मैं अच्छा विद्यार्थी नहीं हूं, लेकिन मैं जितना जानता हूं उतना कहूंगा। सर्वादा ने कहा कि पेट्रोलियम विभाग से 50,000 करोड़ रुपया की हमने काम करने, 50,000 नहीं, 1 लाख करोड़ रुपया। मोदी जी आने के बाद भारत सरकार ने नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट नहीं, केवल आसाम में नुमालीगढ़ रिफाइनरी, ऑयल इंडिया, ओएनजीसी, इंद्रधनुष पाइपलाइन, इंडियन ऑयल कॉर्पोरेशन, रिफाइनरी कैपेसिटी अपग्रेडेशन, ये सब मिला के 1 लाख करोड़ रुपया की कैपिटल इन्वेस्टमेंट आसाम में हो रहा है। आज प्रधानमंत्री जी रेलवे नेटवर्क, उड़ान के माध्यम से एयरपोर्ट नेटवर्क, एयर नेटवर्क कनेक्टिविटी, रेलवे कनेक्टिविटी, एयर कनेक्टिविटी, रोड कनेक्टिविटी, इंटरनेट के माध्यम में ई कनेक्टिविटी और वाटरवेज में वाटर कनेक्टिविटी, 5 प्रकार की कनेक्टिविटी लॉजिस्टिक ईज आज डेवलप कर रहे हैं। गति शक्ति में 6-7 लाख करोड़ रुपया की इन्वेस्टमेंट देश में हो रहा है। नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट भी उसमें से पीछे नहीं है। ये मोनेटाइज कैसे होगा, ये लोकल इकोनॉमी में कैसे जुड़ेगा? यही है चैलेंज, आपकी रिसर्च, यहाँ की समस्या। और मैं अंत में इतना ही कह के समाप्त करूंगा। आज मित्रों, सरकार सिर्फ 75 सालों में, किसी ने कहा जिन लोगों के हाथ में पहले शासन रहा उन्होंने पहले बार तो आजादी की गुडविल में आशीर्वाद ले लिए, दूसरे बार कहे कि देश में पोस्ट ऑफिस लाया जाएगा, 5 साल चला गया। फिर तीसरे इलेक्शन में कहेंगे पोस्ट ऑफिस में एक इनलाइन लेटर रहेगा, एक पोस्ट कार्ड रहेगा, तीसरा चुनाव चला गया। चौथे में कहा एक डिब्बा भी रहेगा, पोस्ट बॉक्स बनेगा उसका नाम। तब तक ना पोस्ट ऑफिस, ना इंग्लैंड लेटर, ना पोस्ट कार्ड, ना डिब्बा। डिब्बा में 4 चुनाव। मित्रों, इस देश इसको इंतजार नहीं कर सकता है। देश की नौजवान उसमें इंपेशेंस हो गया। इसलिए आसाम में नौजवानों के अंदर हलचल हुई। नौजवान अभी उस मूड पे नहीं है। हमने तय किया नवंबर महीने में रिसर्च कॉन्क्लेव किया जाएगा। आज प्रधानमंत्री जी देश की एनईपी बनाते हुए विशेष प्रकार की टैक्स रिबेट दिए कॉरपोरेट वॉल के लिए, इंडिविजुअल डोनर के लिए, कि आप जिस इंस्टीट्यूट में पढ़े हो उस इंस्टीट्यूट में आप इन्वेस्ट करो। लेकिन आज आसाम ने पिछले इसी महीने में मई 7 विल बी नोन एज ए लैंडमार्क डे इन द पब्लिक पॉलिसी गवर्नेंस मॉडल ऑफ दिस कंट्री। मार्क करिए मेरे बात को। एक राज्य 550 करोड़ रुपया खर्चा करने की कल्पना कर पाए कि मैं आईआईटी, मैंने किसी को पूछा कि भाई हमारे इतने बड़े देश में इतने बड़े वैज्ञानिक रहे, इतने लोग रहे, एक वैक्सीन क्यों आया बायोटेक वाला, भारत बायोटेक वाला, दुनिया में इतने क्यों वैक्सीन आए? उन्होंने कहा कि क्यों, उनके वहां रिसर्च अच्छा है, हमारे वहां भी रिसर्च है। उन्होंने कहा हमारे नेटवर्क नहीं है। आज एक इतिहास हमने रचा है मेडिकल क्षेत्र में, हेल्थ सेक्टर में। आईआईटी, राइटली किसी वक्ता ने कहा, ये जो नेटवर्क होगा, मेडिकल प्रैक्टिस एंड हेल्थ केयर इज नो मोर ओनली लिमिटेड अप टू मेडिसिन। नाउ इट्स इश्यू ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी, इश्यू ऑफ मैनेजमेंट प्रैक्टिस। तो एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूट से इससे बढ़िया चीज कुछ नहीं हो सकता है। आज ऑक्सफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी से मॉडर्ना निकली है। आज हमें अपेक्षा है, स्पीड देखिए, नवंबर महीने में हम लोग मिले, फिर फाउंडेशन डे में मुख्यमंत्री जी कैंपस आए। आज हम एमओयू साइन कर रहे हैं एक पब्लिक इंस्टीट्यूशन और एक गवर्नमेंट के बीच में कि आने वाले दिनों में न केवल आसाम, देश की क्रोनिक समस्या के बारे में रिसर्च करना, डॉक्यूमेंटेशन करना और उसमें समाधान निकालना, आज हमारी एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूशंस की ये दायित्व होनी चाहिए। मित्रों, हमने पिछले 75 साल में राइट्स के बारे में बहुत कॉन्शियस रहा। हमें ये क्यों नहीं मिला, हमें ये क्यों नहीं मिल सकता है, हमें मिलनी चाहिए। वी ऑल आर वेरी कॉन्शियस अबाउट आवर राइट्स, बट फ्रेंड्स, हु विल टेक केयर अबाउट, हु विल थिंक अबाउट रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी? कैन यू जस्ट इमेजिन, राइट और रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, आर दे टू डिफरेंट थिंग? क्या दो अलग चीज है क्या? क्या बिना रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी किसी के राइट प्रोटेक्ट हो पाएगा क्या? कम से कम कुछ लोग आए जो अपने रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी के बारे में बात करें। मैं आज यंगस्टर्स को अपील करना चाहता हूं, विशेष करके आईआईटीएंस, स्कूल स्टूडेंट्स, यू ऑल शुड थिंक अबाउट योर रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी। इफ यू विल टेक योर रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, यू विल फुलफिल द डिमांड ऑफ 10 पीपुल। 10 लोगों के अधिकार के बारे में आश्वस्त करोगे अगर आप जिम्मेवारी लोगे। आज ऐसे ही एक जिम्मेवारी लेने के लिए हम रिसर्च कॉन्क्लेव में इकट्ठा हुए हैं। मैं फिर आसाम गवर्नमेंट को, आईआईटी को, सारे नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट्स को और जितने पार्टिसिपेंट, और मैं सीतारमन जी को अनुरोध करूंगा, शायद मई महीने में आसाम में बैठना यह अपने आप में एक चैलेंज है। बाढ़ आ जाती है, बारिश होती है, चलो आज अच्छा दिन है, बारिश ही नहीं हो रहा है, लेकिन उसको एक प्रॉपर इकोसिस्टम से, नॉलेज इकोसिस्टम से बात करके हम ऐसा ही एक फेयर की कल्पना करें जिसे डावोस में दुनिया की लोग इंतजार करते हैं क्या नया चीज आ रहा है। क्लाइमेट समिट में लोग, दुनिया के लोग अपेक्षा कर रहे हैं, ऐसे ही आने वाले दिनों में NERC ना केवल नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट्स की, दुनिया की, हमारी देश की जिम्मेवारी लेने की कॉन्क्लेव बने। अनेक अनेक शुभेच्छा, धन्यवाद। भारत माता की जय। जय आसाम।
Thank you, sir, for your motivating and illuminating speech. I request our chief guest, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan, Honorable Minister of Education and Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India, to declare the Northeast Research Conclave 2022 open. Now I request the guest of honor, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, to address the gathering.
Sri Dharmendra Pradhan ji, Honorable Union Minister of Education, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Dr. Subhash Sarkar, Honorable Minister of State for Education, Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh ji, Honorable Union Minister of State for External Affairs and Education, Rameshwar Teli, Bharat Sarkarar Petroleum, Natural Gas, Shrom Aru Niyog Bibhagor Honmaniya Montri, Amar Majot Uposthit Assam Sarkarar Shiksha Montri Dr. Ranuj Pegu Dangoria, Swaस्थ্য Montri Keshav Mohanto Dangoria, Guwahati Lokasabhar Sangsad Queen Uja Dangoriani, Honorable Minister for Forest, Government of Sikkim, Sri Karma Lode Bhutiaji. Today, in fact, the main person of this entire conclave, Professor T.G. Sitharamji, Director IIT Guwahati, faculty members, staff, research scholar, students of IIT Guwahati, friends from industry, and dear members from media and other delegates present today, and my dear school children. I am immensely delighted to be present at Northeast Research Conclave here at the beautiful campus of IIT Guwahati today. First of all, I congratulate Director IIT Professor T.G. Sitharamji and his entire team for organizing this conclave with such elaborate arrangement. During November last year, we had organized a major academic conclave in Guwahati as part of implementation of National Education Policy 2020. In the conclave, we elaborately discussed about the implementation strategy of the new education policy as well as improving the standard of science and technical education across the state. As we know, under NEP 2020, the Education Ministry had proposed to set up a National Research Foundation to act as an umbrella structure for encouraging research and developing along with the implementation of the education reforms. Apart from boosting present ecosystem, other major aim of the foundation is to improve linkage between research and development, academia, and the industry. After the success of NEP 2020 conclave, I had discussed with Professor Sitharamji about organizing a similar conclave, even mainly focusing on research, development, and entrepreneurship in the state, so that along with the implementation of National Research Foundation, the NEP 2020 implementation can go hand in hand. I am happy that Professor Sitharamji and his team has taken the responsibility with sincerity and organized the event in such a Grand Mena. This indeed shows the strong commitment and seriousness of IIT Guwahati towards research, development, and promoting innovation. I am informed that no other academic event of this magnitude related to NRF has been organized in any other location of the country so far. I therefore, at the beginning, once again congratulate Team IIT for their dedication and committed endeavor. Of course, I have a rider that this research conclave from next time, we should not name as a Northeast Research Conclave, we should name it as an Indian Research Conclave. Because Northeast now should lead the country. We should not keep ourselves in isolation and we should try to lead the country, and that should be our motto in future. I express my profound thankfulness to Honorable Minister of Government of India, Ministry of Education and Skill, Sri Dharmendra Pradhan ji, to this conclave. Dharmendra Pradhan ji need no introduction. He is a great lover of Northeast region, particularly the state of Assam. He has traveled the entire state. I think he has not left out any district in the state. He has visited entire length and breadth of Assam, and his contribution to the development of Assam economy, rather I'll put revival of Assam economy, is immense. We all acknowledge his immense contribution in expanding Numaligarh refinery and linking northeastern region with the gas grid of our nation. So people of Assam will always remember the rich contribution of Sri Dharmendra Pradhan ji for the economic development of our state. I would also like to welcome Sri Sarbananda Sonowal ji, Rameshwar Teli ji, Dr. Subhas Sarkar ji, Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh ji, other colleague ministers, friends from Sikkim, dignitaries, and all participants for attending this conclave and making the event successful. We all are aware that research and development is very important and crucial for a fast developing nation like India. In a progressive society, research and development have always been considered as the fundamental building block, as it plays a critical role in the process of innovation and expanding our knowledge and understanding about the world. It is also an investment for boosting our capabilities to make life easier, comfortable, and advanced. Our country has a long and serious history in the field of scientific research. In case of Assam, evidence show that scientific study, though not very prominent, existed since ancient times. There are many evidence available on the study of mathematics, astrology, and medical science in prehistoric times in Assam. Mathematics was an essential subject in the academic institute such as Tol and Chatuspati. While discussing about the study of mathematics in ancient Assam, the name of the mathematician that instantly comes to our mind is Bokul Kayastha. He was a scholar in the royal court of King Narnarayana. In fact, mathematics was mostly practiced during ancient times by the Kayastha community in Assam. In his book, The Kitabat Manjuri, the scholar elaborates how to maintain inventory of the article of royal palace, the method of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and introduce the land measurement system. Assam had a very glorious tradition of astrology since prehistoric times. Navagraha temple of Guwahati and Hujjapahar temple of Gwalpara are example of the presence of astrological tradition in Assam. Even the ancient time of Guwahati was Prag-Jyotispur, which means the eastern land of astrology. Countless books on astrology are still found in the different parts of the state. Jyotish Tattva by Raghunandan Bhattacharya, Jyotirmuktavali by Vaishnav Dij, Graha Nirnay by Garga Acharya, etc. are few of the books on astrology written in Sanskrit in ancient Assam. Noted historian Hujya Kumar Bhuya mentioned that while Mir Jumla invaded Assam, he was accompanied by an European person, M. de la Loubière. On return after the invasion, Loubière took along with him a book on astrology which he found in Assam. Based on this book, later an Italian astronomer, Giovanni Dominic Cassini, in 1961 discovered a theory of astronomy. This shows that an advanced research on astrology was prevailing in Assam in ancient time. The study of medical science was also prevalent in Assam. We find mention of two pathologists, namely Madhavakar and Sarangadhar, in 7th and 8th century inscription. The Kos king engaged royal physician in their courts. As per Dorong Rajbankhaoli, Kos king Vishwasingha himself was an expert of medical science. In Ahom kingdom, the practice of appointment of royal physician began from the time of King Jayadhwaja Singha. The most notable book written during the Ahom rule on medical science was Vidya Kalpataru. Apart from medical science, evidence of veterinary science during the ancient times are also available in Assam. In the initial years of 18th century, Sukumar Borkat wrote Hasti Vidyanava as per direction of Madambika Kuori, who was the wife of King Siva Singha. Other such books include Ghora Nidan, etc. The 16th century European traveler Roloff Fitz wrote that during the reign of Kos king Narnarayana, his kingdom saw the veterinary clinics for the animal like sheep, goat, dog, cat, etc. Similar tradition of scientific study and research are also available in our different parts of our country. Based on our country's strong footing in the field of scientific research, over the year, Indian scientists have created a special place for themselves in the realm of invention and innovation. The Made in India COVID-19 vaccine are example of the powers of our scientific community. As India is moving forward with the resolve of Atmanirbharshil Bharat under the leadership of our beloved Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi, the responsibility of our scientists and researchers grows manifold. Apart from strengthening brand value of Indian products to have worldwide demand and acceptance, they have the responsibility to give a major push of Atmanirbhar Bharat conceptualized by Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi. You will acknowledge the fact that for the growth and prosperity of the nation, implementing science and technology is very, very vital. Better use of science and technology will allow far greater penetration of service such as health and nutrition, education, agriculture, water resource, basic infrastructure for innovative solution. One very important area that needs our focus is that our scientific achievements needs to be communicated to society. Science must meet the rising aspiration of our people. I remember when I last come to IIT Guwahati, I mentioned, Dharmendra Pradhanji has mentioned that today country has 23 IIT. It is indeed a huge achievement. But this Guwahati IIT has a unique history. This was not result of any government policy. This was result of a huge agitation in Assam, which reflect the aspiration of Assamese students, Assamese community to involve with the higher scales of research and education. So IIT Guwahati has an added responsibility to research. The new education policy lays special emphasis on a national research foundation because innovation is important for country's progress. Only when we strengthen innovation and research will our country remain competitive and move ahead. In the recent years, the northeastern states have come to the limelight for excellent laurels in innovation in the field of science and technology, biodiversity, organic farming, renewable energy, nanotechnology, petrochemical refining, flora and food industry, tea sector, etc. However, to tap and harness full potential of our region, there is need to focus on research and innovation with more immense approaches. I have been informed that most of the institution, industry, university, college, school, entrepreneurs, MSME across the Northeast region have participated in this conclave, which I am now sure will help in creating a strong research ecosystem, not just in the region, but also help in networking with industry, startups, entrepreneurs from across the country. At this event, I will also like to take the opportunity to congratulate IIT Guwahati for its excellent academic achievement. Does it become equally important for IIT Guwahati to handhold other institutes in the region, embrace research in a big way, also encourage school and college to visit the institute and to see the infrastructure facility. In the morning, I have highlighted how IIT Guwahati can establish furthermore relationship with all our engineering colleges and created a strong ecosystem on technology and innovation in our state. IIT Guwahati must lead and take the responsibility to lead the institute of this region and across the nation in helping build a robust research, development and innovation environment and provide a conducive platform involving industry and startup to utilize the knowledge and know-how generated in-house to translate research into technologies in niche areas where foreign dependence presently is very high and can be drastically reduced immediately. Other institutes in the region also must consider this conclave as a unique opportunity to foster closer ties with both academia and industry where high-end priority area research is being conducted and translate for practical purpose along with industry partners, defense establishment, hospital, medical sector, various state government agencies, PSUs, railways, water resource and management, etc. Utilizing such an opportunity will help reap the benefit of innovation at grassroots level, encourage young entrepreneurs and startups to forge closer ties with industry and lead the country towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. The time is right to redefine research and development and make it more popular for faster and holistic development of the nation. After all, progress in science depends on new techniques, new discoveries, and new development and new ideas. Here I am also very happy to inform with all, in fact, we have witnessed the momentous moment where Assam government and IIT Guwahati has jointly committed itself for Assam Advanced Healthcare Innovation Institute to give a major fillip to transforming the healthcare scenario in the state. This idea came to in our mind during the COVID period. At the peak of COVID, where we have failed to organize any other COVID center to keep our patients, we have approached Director IIT Guwahati, can you spare your guest houses, etc., for our patients? He has kindly given us those facilities. And also, as a health minister, I used to come to this facility almost every alternate days. During this period, DC Kamrup, Kailash Kartik, and Director IIT Sitharamji came with a unique idea that whether we can start a postgraduate medical institute basically focusing on pediatric healthcare. But during the discussion, we have enlarged the scope, and here we have seen the signing of a very high-level research institute along with treatment facility covering various frontier areas of medical education. The collaboration for a proposed research and innovative center is the first of its kind between an academic institute and state government. While our medical college mostly focus on clinical part of the healthcare, the RIC is proposed to inculcate cutting-edge research in the diverse areas of health science and technology, which will include cardiac, renal, neonatal pediatric sciences, transplantation, epidemiology, antibiotic resistance, and infection control. I have committed a sum of rupees 550 crores on behalf of Government of Assam for this institution, but I have further assured Director IIT that this should not be taken as a final amount. As we grow, we will expand our partnership and we will create a new model for innovation and research from this state. As we have said, that sun rises from the east, sun rises from the northeast. So time has again come back to discharge our responsibility to the nation. We must become leader of this nation. That is our final dream. We have lived with lot of dependency from the country. I think now time has come to contribute back to the country. And today is one of those occasions where people of Assam has tried to give it back to the country instead of taking every time from the country. In the recent years, Assam government has initiated a number of impactful development to entirely transform the healthcare scenario in the state, including setting up of a number of medical colleges, nursing institute, procuring advanced medical devices, rolling out Atal Amrit Abhijan, which are all aimed at providing better tertiary care for the resident of the state and the region. A few days back, I was in Karnataka. I got the opportunity to meet Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka. I have asked him that how many government medical colleges you have. He said 24. And I come back with immense satisfaction that by 2028, Assam will have 25 medical colleges. So all medical colleges are in different stages of construction, different stages of completion. We are rolling out one medical college every year. From next year, we are going to roll out 2 medical colleges each year till 2028-29, till it reaches the number 25 or 26. Our idea is to implement the concept of Prime Minister that every district should have a medical college of its own, and Assam is on track. Recently, we have also witnessed Honorable Prime Minister, he came to Dibrugarh and inaugurated 7 state-of-art cancer hospital built in partnership with Tata Trust under the joint venture company, namely Assam Cancer Care Foundation. We are trying to develop 17 cancer hospital in partnership with Tata Trust. Tata Trust is providing 1/3 of the contribution. State government is providing 2/3 of the contribution, along with a South Asian Cancer Research Institute. In fact, I am very happy to just we can say that very good geographical area. 2 kilometers from here, we will have AIIMS Guwahati. Center, it is IIT Guwahati. And 2 kilometers towards airport will be the South Asian Cancer Research Institute, which we are going to develop along with Tata Trust. So this area itself will become a medical hotspot, and we can attract lot of, we can make it a medical tourism hub also in days to come. The RIC to possess expert system with a sizable emphasis on various fields which include but not limited to data science, analytics, artificial intelligence, telehealth, remote monitoring, wearable electronics, robotic surgery, and stimulation lab. The RIC will also host a connected multi-speciality hospital which will host postgraduate medical programs such as MD, MS, DNB, MCH, and PhD to nurture the local budding talents with the ambition to become a top physician in the country. I mention intentionally not top physician of Assam. I keep on emphasizing now it is a time for Assam to contribute to the nation. So we are not promoting any human resource for the state of Assam. We are promoting it for the entire country. The college will also train highly skilled physicians as a process of capacity building activity of the state. The RIC will be connected to the state hospitals and health and wellness center round the clock to ensure the availability of appropriate health care across the state. The facility will also connect the state to the national and international center for excellence in medical service and bring in the global expertise on different aspects of clinical care. Rationalization of this model through high bandwidth network connectivity to establish early diagnostic and care to the last mile population, which may not only reduce the health calamities during critical condition, but also decrease the patient burdens in the tertiary care facilities of the state. The major focus of the research at this institute will be in the areas of therapeutics, diagnostic, prosthesis, implantation, robotic surgery, stimulation, etc. This initiative will create a single umbrella under which physicians, scientists, engineers, design personnel, and regulators will work together to invent and innovate technologies and cater the divergent needs of the nation. I am very much thankful for Dharmendra Pradhanji that he has come all the way to bless this initiative. When we in the cabinet, we took that decision on 7 May, and our spokesperson of the government announced the decision. Before I tweet, Dharmendra Pradhanji has tweeted welcoming this initiative. So such is the, you can say, the relationship of Pradhanji with the state of Assam. This is a very emotional relationship. He really wants Assam to grow, and I'd like to assure Dharmendra Pradhanji that with renewed level of confidence, now we are ready to discharge our responsibility and will continue to keep all the good wishes from all of you. We'll utilize that capital to make Assam a front-rank state in the country. We'll do that and we'll continue to do that. I would like to again thanks IIT Guwahati for organizing this event. I'll be very happy that last time also when Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharamanji was in Guwahati, we discussed how IIT Guwahati can lead in the startup policy of the state. We are in a process of formulating a startup policy. I'd like to request IIT Guwahati in not only helping us the startup policy and also to create a role for IIT Guwahati itself in the policy itself, so that we can create a new startup ecosystem in Assam. We have recently also signed another memorandum with association with Tata Technologies to reinvent our ITIs and polytechnics. We want to create 20,000 human resource every year for Industry 4.0, and already we have signed a memorandum with Tata Technologies. Both state government and Tata Technologies is going to spend over rupees 5,000 crore for this initiative, and I want that some kind of this initiative should also be taken to our engineering colleges. Then the cycle will be full. So that is why I'll request Director IIT to look at that issue also, so that we can come out with some viable idea. Once again, I'd like to thank all the participants for this great conclave. I am sure that this conclave will produce good results. We'll come back every year. Government of Assam and IIT and Government of India will keep on sponsoring this unique event. We'll make it a calendar event with the blessings of Dharmendra Pradhanji. And I am hopeful that this conclave will give a unique opportunity for meeting minds and do something great for this country. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your inspirational and enlightening speech. I now request Professor Vimal Khatia, Convener, NERC 2022, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Chief Patron of Northeast Research Conclave 2022, Honorable Union Minister of Education and Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India, Sri Dharmendra Pradhanji. Co-Chief Patron of Northeast Research Conclave, Dr. Hemant Vish Sharma ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Honorable Union Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, and Ayush Sri Sarvanand Sonowal ji, Honorable Minister of State for Education, Government of India, Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Sarji, Honorable Minister of State for Education, Government of India, Dr. Subhash Sarkar ji, Honorable Minister of State Petroleum for Natural Gas, Labour and Employment, Government of India, Sri Rameshwar Teli ji, Honorable Minister of State, Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare and Science and Technology, Information and Technology, Government of India, Sri Keshav Mahanta sir, Honorable Minister of Education, Welfare of Plain Tribe and Backward Class, Government of Assam, Dr. Ranoj Peguji, Honorable Sri Kama Lode Bhotia ji, Honorable Minister for Forest and Wildlife, Science and Technology and Mining, Government of Assam, Honorable Member of Parliament, Lok Sabha, Guwahati, Srimati Queen Oja ji, Director IIT Guwahati, Professor T.G. Sitaram ji, distinguished guests and delegates, guests of the dais, and everyone, very good afternoon. As a Dean Research and Development of IIT Guwahati, I am delighted to share that IIT Guwahati is now on full swing to work with the industries and other stakeholders for challenging research problems, aligning with our Honorable Prime Minister's mission on Atmanirbhar Bharat. Evidence of strong research capabilities of faculty members of IIT Guwahati in the recent years and have made us at par with other faculties around the globe. Newly established Center of Excellences, various research forums in focus area at IIT Guwahati is further strengthening our commitment to provide state-of-the-art research ambience to the industries to achieve targets through translational research. Keeping in mind the Swachh Bharat mission, we have taken various initiatives for delivering sustainable technology through utilization of flora and fauna of northeastern region to fulfill the aspiration of the people with the targeted mission vocal for local. Technological approaches for advancement in agriculture sector have been taken by us in order to improve the livelihood of the farmers who are the backbone of this great nation. Let's work together with all the stakeholders to establish network of excellence in research and innovation for the sustainable society. With this, I have been honored and privileged to propose vote of thanks on behalf of entire NERC organizing team. I express my sincere thanks to the Chief Patron, Sri Dharmendra Pradhan Ji, Honorable Minister of Education, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India, for his graceful presence in today's function and providing continuous guidance to all of us. Thank you, sir. I extend my grateful gratitude to Co-Chief Patron, Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Dr. Hemant Biswa Sharma Ji, for supporting us to organizing the Northeast Research Conclave and Assam Biotech Conclave. Thank you, sir, for trusting on our research and development capability to fulfill the dream of the people of Assam. Thank you very much, sir. I express sincere thanks to Sri Sarvanand Sonowal Ji, Honorable Minister of Ports, Shipping, Waterways and Ayush, for blessing all of us. I express our thanks to Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh Ji and Dr. Subhash Sarkar sir, Honorable Ministers of State for Education, Government of India, for their gracious presence in this function. I extend our thanks to Sri Kailash Keshav Mahanta sir, Honorable Minister of Health, Science and Technology and Climate Change Ministry, Government of Assam. I express my sincere thanks to Sri Ramesh Teli sir, Honorable Minister of State, Petroleum and Natural Gas and Labor and Employment, Government of India, for accepting our request to be part of this function. Thank you very much, sir. I would like to extend thanks to Dr. Ranoj Pegu, Honorable Minister of Education, Government of Assam, for supporting the organization of this event. I express my gratitude to Srimati Queen Oja, Honorable Member of Parliament from Guwahati, for her gracious presence in this function. I extend my heartfelt thanks to all the dignitaries of the dais for their valuable presence in the mega event. I sincerely thanks to the Director, IIT Guwahati, Professor T.G. Sitaram, for his continuous mentorship to transform the IIT Guwahati from Tower of Excellence to the Network of Excellence. I extend my special thanks to the Advisory Committee, all the Vice Chancellors, Directors from different institutions across the Northeast for your valuable support and guidance during organization of this mega event. I also thanks to the coordinator of NERC 2022. I would like to thank all the representatives of print and electronic media. On behalf of organizing committee, I thank all the sponsoring agencies for their valuable support to this mega event. I would like to thank all the academic institutes, universities, research and development institute, government, non-government organization, private university, public sector units to participate in this event. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the student, research scholar, roadshow stakeholder, exhibitor, student, members of R&D sections and the institute, faculty colleagues, engineering staff, state and institute security, Government of Assam official, district administration of Kamrup, for their endless support. Without them, it is difficult to organize such a big mega event. Last but not the least, I thank all the committee, respective coordinators, and all the volunteers across the Northeast who have been the integral part of this event. Thanks to entire NERC team 2022. I further extend my heartfelt thanks to those who all directly or indirectly supported for successful organization of this mega event. I hope next 3 days would be a pleasant and enjoyable to all of you in terms of scientific deliberations, dissemination, and tying up with the of partnering or opportunities toward the sustainable science and technology. Thank you very much to one of all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. We have come to the conclusion of the inaugural ceremony. And I request everyone to remain seated until all the dignitaries on the dais have left the auditorium.
इसी के साथ इस उद्घाटन कार्यक्रम को हम यही समाप्त करते हैं। सभी से अनुरोध है कि मंच पर उपस्थित सभी गणमान्य अतिथियों के प्रेक्षागृह से प्रस्थान करने तक अपने अपने स्थानों में ही बने रहें। एक बार फिर सभी को धन्यवाद। नमस्कार।